He's doing one of these. Hello, hello. Do one of these. Do one of these. I'm gonna try to laugh less today. Oh, we need a light. There we go. It's all bright today. I didn't even think about it. So I got a YouTube comment. Somebody asked, as a ST Guile player, they went on a Remy and they're like, "Am I gonna be screwed?" Nah, kinda. It's much different. It's way different to play Remy. Man, what is up with my chat? Ah, man, do I gotta restart OBS? That would be twash. There we go. It worked that time. I just had to be streaming, I guess. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, oh. So I'm almost done writing down some stuff for this, so I can get through it. This will probably be the only YouTube video that I shoot today, other than all the other stuff. Man, I got like 10 videos, man. Like 10 videos loaded up. I just gotta put some final pinches on the editing. So here's what I got so far. I think I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth in the supers, just a little bit. Say 2. I actually don't know if you can use SA1 as a wake up option against meaties. I don't think you can. Let me just test it. What better character than Makoto? I don't think it's invincible. And my line of reasoning is because Dagger G does EX Flash Kick and then Super. So that tells me it's probably not truly invincible. So we're going to have him do double quarter circle forward and punch. Save. Oh, it's a trade. It's a trade, though. Interesting. Did you see the Akuma trailer? No, I have not. I've been avoiding it so I can watch it on stream.
Prepare for battle.
And I'll do a no reaction trailer, no reaction video. I'm gonna try my best to not make a face, because I'm really bad at reactions. I'm like not easily impressed at all. So I'm gonna just try to sit there like, and if I make a face, that's really good.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
I'm gonna just try to look at it with a dead, no reaction face. At least that's my goal. That's how I'll make it interesting.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, SA1 won't lose to. It won't lose to throws. That's really interesting. So that means it does have some invincibility, just not that much. Better confirms more damage, knockdown. I mean, that's really it. Any advice on P1 confirms? Player 1 confirms? No. That's just a practice thing. The only difference, I mean, it would just be not player 1 confirms, but the motion that you're doing. It's not like double quarter circle forward or back. It's double quarter circle forward left or right. Whichever side you're weaker on, you practice that. I don't know about player 1 confirms. That's definitely not player 1 or player 2 related, I think. Let's see if I missed anything. Stand medium punch, stand medium kick. So this one's a link, which is easier. And stand medium punch is a cancel confirm with Super R1. It's kind of really all you're getting with those two. Or just throw. Oh yeah. Throw in corner. Light kick. Flash kick. Let me make sure that works on like Ken. Oh, or I guess reuse the same thing, right? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kendo. I'm constructing a Remy tutorial. Oh, that sucks. You could use medium kick, I guess. You could do Kara flash kick. That works, but it's not something for a new Remy player. What I want to test is if you do a flash kick and if you miss it, that's actually kind of hard to miss. Okay, yeah, I think I'd recommend the medium flash. Yeah, not that bad. That's so sick. If you do the Kara flash kick, I believe if you do Kara overhead, you'll land behind them with this setup. How do you do Kara overhead? Is it with medium kick? Forgot how to do it. There it is. It's medium punch. I'm wasting time. But if you do the medium punch, universal overhead, and I think you still have advantage too if you do this correctly. You do the medium Kara, you'll land behind them. If you do the regular Kara, you'll be in front. But this is pretty advanced. You have to do Kara flash kick with neutral medium punch. I guess it's far medium punch. Yeah, it's far medium punch. And then dash up Kara universal overhead to be behind them, or regular overhead to be in front. Okay, let me stay on target. I'm actually going to suggest medium kick, flash kick, but this varies a lot. Oh yeah, this will be in the neutral category. And this is a lot. It's hard to teach Remy briefly. Is that enough? Crouching medium kick in neutral, I guess. I guess. Did you enjoy the new Akuma trailer? I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it. I'll watch it much later. When I watch the top 6 for Street Fighter 6. Do I have enough? Now, how should I order these? Close confirms, super neutral, anti-air. I'll do... What's the cool thing first? I love Texas Showdown, but difficult to be excited for it when so much world-class talent was at Evo Japan. It's actually pretty good. The top 8 of Texas Showdown. Bubbles performed quite well, and I think he got robbed. I think the buttons on the machine messed him up. It really sucks. They had to stop mid-match for it. I don't think it fixed it, but I'll look at that again later. So the main thing about standing medium punch is the block stun. You get a lot of block stun. Just go ahead and go over here. Yeah, medium punch is +5. That's a lot, man. I love that setup. Medium kick into SA2. Can you link this from a distance with SA1? 8 hits? Yeah. 8. This is 7 hits, right? Of course they block. 7, yeah. These moves are so closely related. Stand, medium punch, and stand, medium kick. Stand, medium kick is just faster. And the hitbox is also a bit lower. And it also has a target combo with it. You can actually use this on wake up to beat throws. It's kind of silly, but it works. Hey, what up, Chore Boy? Remy players need this, especially Alex matchup experience. Always gotta come through talking shit, huh? I mean, who are really the Remy players? Like Stagger G. Everyone else is like side Remy. So fast. It's actually backwards the way his fireballs work. I think the lower the strength they are, the faster they are. Is that correct? Yeah. The light kick one is 2 frames faster. Heavy kick is slower. Let me think. I think I have enough to get started. I can just edit down the rest. Let me put the... Let me look. Let me comb through it one more time. I'll probably do supers last. But supers I kind of weaved into confirms because he's not really doing any combos that confirm. Other than down light punch twice. It actually is possible to do medium punch confirm into flash kick. It's really hard though. Because you have to have a charge partition ready. But you can link medium punch into flash kick. And it's super sick. And you can confirm it. Ah. There it is. It looks so sick. But I would not suggest that for a new player. Medium kick in SA2. Are you from like 2006? Of course. What up, Ray JJ? How's it been, man? Just working on a little Remy tutorial. Putting it together. I think this is a good way for a YouTube format. Up close, do the little I do buttons in their face combos, and then neutral, and then anti-air. And supers are weaved into the confirms close range. Super R1 is probably a great way to start playing Remy, in my opinion, for the safety of it. Both of his supers are kind of whack. They're kind of garbage. SA2 does decent damage though. Who's a rushdown character of Street Fighter 3? Yun, Makota. I mean, there's plenty to choose from. It depends on what you. It's more about like who cannot be a rushdown character. I think it's hard for Sean to rush down. Hard for Q to rush down. I mean, oral unblockables aren't exactly a rush down, but it's kind of the same idea.
Prepare for battle.
Every character can get busy. I guess Hugo doesn't rush down that well. This tutorial is just in time for me. Nice. Hey, Frosted Flakes, how you been, man? Did you try Rumble Club? That was fun for a day. Like I said, both supers. Yeah, they're both kind of whack. They have utility. They actually have high utility, but their reward's really low, and the meters are too big. And you don't build meter very well with Remy. If Remy had a 2-bar super, like the same size as Ganajin, that would be crazy. That would be so stupid. But yeah, if the meter was just shorter, he'd be really good. Okay, I think I'm gonna start this video off doing Kara LOVs. That's an attention grabber, right? And where's the comment at? Make sure I got that on deck. Okay. Here we go. See if I can still do it. Oh my goodness. I want to go to the corner with it. It's so hard to do. Dang it. I'm going to have a lot of head on my recording. I want them to be like near the corner, but not in the corner when I start it. Man. I might as well just restart the recording. Man. So you want to learn Remy? Well, that's not what you do first. That's like way down the line. Kara, desynced LOVs. Yeah, you don't want to do all that. That's for later. It's really cool though, and it's really fun. But we're going to talk about the basics. I got a YouTube comment recently on the How to Win Without Fundamentals video. Well, it's hard to implement that game plan with Remy. The old down parry and dash and throw. His dash and throw is not bad. But Remy is not a character you can really successfully unga bunga your way in. At least not early. You actually have to be pretty good to play him like a crazy person. I've experienced this recently. So what I'm going to do today, let me just read this real quick. So the comment reads, I'm just starting to try to learn 3S now, but I played a hell of a lot of Guile in Street Fighter 2. Am I just screwed in this game picking Remy? And then Urine is Urine charge character, so he's probably interested in charge characters. So if we're comparing Guile to Remy in this game, they both have sonic booms and flash kicks. That is true. Remy is not as good as Guile is in Street Fighter 2. He's not. He requires a lot more work. And because you have the mechanic of parry in this game, anti-airing jumps doesn't work nearly the same. But it can. But there's an extra layer of timing your anti-airs to make your opponent not know when to parry against Remy if they're jumping at him. And that is probably the biggest hurdle for traditional Guile players when they're playing Remy. On top of that, his Light of Virtue, his little boom, it's good. But you're not going to get like Fireball Clash into back fist. It doesn't really work like that. Maybe there are some places where it does do that. But in my opinion, his Fireball is used a lot for covering yourself to build more meter and to get more space. It's really hard to use his Fireball. It's actually a good low also, but we'll get into that. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to mention, but I forgot what it was. What was it? Man, what was I gonna say? Maybe it'll come to me later. Thing. Okay, so we're gonna talk about confirms up close, hit confirms that you can use. We're gonna talk about that neutral, and we're gonna do anti-airs. That's what it was, something with anti-airs. And we're gonna talk about his 2 supers because he doesn't have a third one. The counter super, don't worry about it. It's got its fun uses, but just leave it alone for now. Just leave it alone. All right, so what are we gonna do up close if we actually get pretty close to our opponent with Remy? What are we gonna do? So there's 3 options, really 2 options that come to mind that I think are the strongest, and it's his medium punch. Medium punch on block is great. This is +5. It's as advantageous as it is to startup. So that's really good. Now you can Kara throw, which is a bit advanced. You can Kara throw with heavy kick, but the timing and the spacing is very strange because they actually have so much throw involved that you have to wait and then Kara. But that is a little bit advanced, and you can actually just walk up and throw them. It's not that much of a difference in my opinion. Even better if you're going for tick grabs would be the crouching light kick. This keeps you much closer and walking up and throwing them is a bit easier. And in fact, if you do it too early, they should still be covered by throw-in ball. So that is not really impacted by using the ability to increase your throw range with Kara. With crouching light kick, walking up to throw them really doesn't have that much of a benefit. But with the medium punch, due to the amount of space that's covered, you won't be able to walk up and throw them in a way that they cannot be thrown. But yeah, this is the general idea. Medium punch, throw, crouching light kick, throw, and then just regular throw. And on that note of throws, there's, you got neutral throw and you got forward and back throw. Back throw to switch sides if you want to place them in the corner. Neutral throw actually gives you a lot of space, so you can set up a lot of virtue and dash behind it. But it does do less damage than the neutral and back. It does do less damage than the back throw and the forward throw. If they're in the corner, however, you can do flash kick against a lot of characters. Some characters it doesn't work on. And there's some advanced things you can do here, but for now, I just suggest using the medium kick, flash kick. I think the medium kick is a good balance between speed, distance, and a good knockdown, and you recover quickly in case you miss it. So those are really important concepts. I would also throw down jab in there, even though down jab can be parried high or low. You get a confirm off of it because you can chain his jabs, and this is a really good thing to practice. Whether you have SA2 or SA1, I honestly don't use his down light punch chain into confirm that frequently. It's kind of hard to get to it, but it's a good overall third strike practice to be able to have this skill. I think it's really good, and this works with both SA1 and SA2. Distance depending. If you're too far away, this may not combo. Now I can see that being a possibility. Oh, that comboed. Cool. Maybe SA2 has a problem with that. That's good. Now you also have another button with standing medium kick that's advantageous, just like medium punch. It's not as advantageous. It's not as advantageous. It's only +1, and you still have that distance to cover. But what this is good for is with SA2. SA2, this is a link confirm. You have extra time after you do this to confirm going into super. And this is good if your opponent down parries. Pretty much the only thing they might down parry is like crouching light kick. If they're parrying your crouching light kick on wake up and then you hit medium kick instead, or you happen to frame trap them or hit something like a startup of a jump with medium kick, then it's actually pretty good. Or if you parry something up close and you use it, it's pretty good. It does do more damage than standing medium punch, just by a little bit. But standing medium punch can do absolutely the same thing. Whether it's a link or a confirm, and medium punch itself, you can confirm it as a buffer as well. It's a little bit harder than the link off compared to the stand medium kick. But yeah, those are his major confirms. Besides, I think I didn't do light punch twice. Light punch twice in the uppercut if you have the charge. That's pretty much it. I would throw in overhead also. I would throw in overhead. If you space it really well, you can actually get supers off of it. That's about it. Okay, I'll show you one setup. It's also advanced like Remy, but if you do stand medium punch, they block. Medium punch, crouch light kick, and then Kara overhead with medium punch, Kara medium punch. This gives you good space to do this. Ugh. But that's advanced. Maybe I'll edit that out. Or maybe I'll edit this in and show how human I am. Okay, that's pretty much what I'd say for his close range. Man, I wanted to make this video like 3 or 4 minutes or something, but it's not going to be that way. All right, so neutral with Remy. I think your goal is to hit down medium punch as much as possible. That's what I think what you want to do with Remy. And that means you're not going to hit it that much at all. But you have to power up his supers. They're actually probably too. The length of the super is probably more than what it should be, honestly. Or maybe just other characters are too powerful. Maybe that's how it goes. Just making sure my meter doesn't refill. So when you whiff with down medium punch, this is the fastest medium strength attack you can use. If you look here, it says 21 duration. Medium punch is 22 duration. They're very similar. But you want to hit this button a lot. Just to inch your way a little bit closer to having that super. So you can, when you do get close to them, you can actually do some damage with your supers. But the supers aren't only just for confirms. Super Art 1 actually has a lot of protection. It can sometimes be a get out of jail free card. It's really tough to punish it. So how do you enhance your ability to hit medium punch? Well, you got to throw fireballs. You got to hit lighter virtues. One advanced thing that I would actually suggest learning early is not the car LOVs, but just the idea of the back, forward, back input. So instead of throwing fireballs and then going to forward, you would do back, forward, back, forward, back, attack. Like that. What this does is it allows you to get your next charge earlier. And also it sets up how you would do that desync and be able to throw multiple LOVs high and low, high and low. And also it helps you learn things about it. Also it aids in using charge partition when you eventually get to that point and you're moving around and throwing fireballs. So something like this. That requires, well, maybe it doesn't require it, but it helps if you have the charge early and you understand the timer on this. And what's really helpful is if you actually download this mod, there's actually a mode for charge where you see the charge partition on the top right. And I've made a video about this already. If you want to, I'll put a little card up here that nobody clicks on the top of the video. Yeah, so that pretty much covers that. So what you want to do is throw these LOVs and then build some meter along with it. Now keep in mind, if you're throwing a slow fireball and your opponent crouches under it, you can't throw another fireball until it leaves the screen. And it actually takes a while for it to leave the screen. So the high fireballs sometimes are good to throw up because they're going to leave the screen faster. But really, you're throwing these to build meter. You have to be careful. Because whenever your opponent is pairing the LOV, they gain super art meter and you don't. And you're trying to catch up with down medium punch and it's slower than them pairing. So you can't only use this strategy. You have to implement other neutral tactics to make it difficult for your opponent to start pairing those LOVs. So you can start squeezing your way into actually getting meter. So what are those other things you can do in neutral? Well, cold blue kick. Cold blue kick. It was actually decent when you space it really well. Let me not. Okay. Move is actually decent, and I believe if you space it really well, it's not only safe but can have advantage. Ryu's not the best example because he has a special rule when he's crouching. He has extra block stun. If you space this well, it can have advantage. But if you do it up close, not always the safest thing to do. It's -4. This is the heavy kick. +1, not bad. So you can use this in combination with Light of Virtue, because you can charge while you're doing it. So you can move forward and have the charge available. That pretty good. It's surprising how often people just get straight up hit by this. And it's not bad. It'll also build you meter while you do that. It's really good. Super art meter is being gained. Now I'm just having fun and not making a tutorial for YouTube. I'll get to I'll respond to all the chats in a second. Yeah, another good tool is EX Light of Virtue, the low version. They do actually have to block this low. It's really fast. This is probably underrated, and I don't think people talk enough about how his EX low LOV is, I would say, unreactable, especially up close. This is 7-frame startup, and they have to block it low. At a distance, it's going to be more than 7. Let me make sure this it says hit frame 9. Oh, I don't have meter anymore. What is it? Infinite. Hit frame 9. So it's not actually 7 startup. It's probably like 8 or 9. But either way, his EX Lighter Virtue, you're not going to be able to react and block low if you're close enough to them. So I think this is a better low than like down medium kick. It just requires meter. The same is true for even the light kick Lighter Virtue. If you look closely, he does have an extended hurt box while he's throwing this during the startup. So it's not always the best thing to use in footsies against people who are just doing down medium kick buffering into super. So I would suggest it at about this range outside of Ken's down medium kick. You got to be really careful with it. What's I'm talking about? Yeah, but his EX fireballs are great. They're really good. That's pretty much it for neutral. So the other thing that I would learn for neutral with Remy is when to actually dash up and, well, throw them. I would say dash up, throw, and dash up medium kick, dash up, crouch, light kick, dash up, crouch, light kick into super. These are okay options as a, I hate this category, but as like a surprise attack. Surprise attack. Now, the reason why is that you can also you can combine this with your opponent pairing your lighter virtues. This works a little bit better with the light punch ones because they travel slower, which gives you more time to follow behind them, and you have a little bit more advantage. But one thing you can do is throw a lighter virtue and dash up. If they parry it, you can have a mix-up. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. This ain't real. This is not a real thing. If you dash up after they parry, they can grab you out of this. So you have to really be kind of conservative and careful with this. Once an opponent knows how to deal with this, it's actually not that legit. I'm sure there's ways to do it where it's pretty good, but when they parry, they don't get pushed away, and that's why this is kind of working out. See, when they block, they get pushed backwards, but when they parry, they stay close. You kind of have a gimmicky way to skip neutral. Again, can't emphasize enough, this is not perfect by the numbers at all. And I think, in fact, Remy just loses. Like, if Remy does this to Hugo, I'm just going to 360 it. I might just 360 it. And I think he just straight up punishes it. But keep it in mind, it's pretty good. It'll work out. It could be one way that you can use as a degen tactic to actually get in and get some plays. Okay, let's talk about anti-airs. Going back to the Remy versus Guile, anti-airs in this game have parry, which means that it's dangerous. There's a bit of risk involved whenever you anti-air as Remy. Unless they've already done an early normal and they can't parry, you have to vary your anti-air timings so that they don't parry at the proper timing. They don't parry correctly. So what do I mean by that? Well, at a basic level, let's say Ken jumps in and then he parries. This is going to be hard to record. Whatever. Where'd I put the parry at? Ken! Can't even parry myself. What? Where is it? There it is. Okay, so you see how it was towards like the middle of his jump, but it was between the middle of the apex of the jump and the bottom of the jump. That parry window cannot cover the whole jump. So if I do a flash kick early while they're at the apex, they're not going to be able to parry it. They haven't input parry yet. Same is true for the bottom of the jump. There's only so long that they can actually have parry while they're jumping. And the good news is flash kick is actually a really fast anti-air. So it's not that difficult, or at least it's not as difficult as other things. It's not that difficult to do an early flash kick. or to do a late flash kick, as long as you have the charge. Now, you also have down heavy punch. You have to be careful with this because you get punished massively, just like flash kick. But this is a pretty good anti-air, and if you hit it at a great height, you can actually do some cool things, like cold blue kick and then Kara flash kick. Super, super good. I think there's more you can do. There's more you can do besides that as well. Yeah. Hold on, let me do it. It's fun. I have to do it. It's fun. Yeah. Cut that out. Okay. Another more reliable way to anti-air somebody air to air, I think, is using jump back light punch. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, where's the record? I'm gonna try to just parry at the top of the jump, at the top of the key. Jump back light punch. This is okay. It's active for a long time in the air. What about medium punch? Wow, actually medium punch recovers better, it looks like. So you have some air-to-air normals. Jump back light punch is okay. It's not the best. The reward is extremely low, but let's say you don't have a charge and you feel like down heavy punch is too risky to go for. You don't know. You don't trust your opponent's timing. You can also use some of his air normals to air-to-air them. Like that. Helps out a little bit. You can also use jump heavy punch, but because jump heavy punch is a bit slower, it's going to be harder to use this defensively. You could be jumping at them already, and then if you just happen to hit it, then you get a nice combo. Nice combo for Remy, at least. You can juggle that. And I believe you can do the same idea as before with the cold blue kick. I think you can charge partition, flash kick, and dash up there. Very advanced. Might cut some of these out, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You have to vary your timing. That's the most important part. You have to just switch when you do the anti-air. But he is one of the characters that actually is pretty good at anti-airing, even though if you mess it up, you die. Probably literally. You might just totally lose. You can also use Super Art 2 as an anti-air. I would suggest this only if they're on very low health and you want to give them something very difficult to parry. You can use this as an anti-air, but you will see that it doesn't hit fully. This is why you want to use it when they're very low health. I would only suggest it then. Oh, how could one forget the medium punch anti-air? This is actually pretty good as well, because if they parry, you still recover. A lot of characters, like Hugo, he can't punish this very well. Because by the time you do your normal, he's going to get punished by something that you're not going to be able to combo off of from the air. This move recovers actually pretty well. So stand medium punch is absolutely something you should use as an anti-air. Once again, a little bit more advanced, but you can kind of use crouch light kick as an anti-air as well. That can be effective against people who are doing late parries. Oh, why do I got burps? That can be effective against people who are doing late parries in the air. That's pretty much it. That kind of makes me curious if you parry in the air, you can still down parry after you land. So I really don't think this is real when people do it, but it works out a lot. I can probably keep that in. Okay, last but not least, we'll talk about his supers. His 2 supers. Hooray! Yeah, he got 2 supers. Actually, pretty good, but only 2. Super Art 1. This is the safety first super. This one is like safety. You got a safety net. So even if your opponent parries this, you can't really punish it. Not from what I've seen, you can't punish this even on parry. I'm gonna do always parry. Maybe there's a special way you can do this, but from what I can tell, I've tried to punish this and I can't. Maybe like Ken doing Shippu Jinrai after the last parry. Maybe. So what this means is you're not exactly required to confirm into this. You know, like the medium punch is confirmable, the stand medium kick is confirmable into SA2, but you can just do crouching light kick super with SA1 because it's gonna be pretty safe. From what I can tell, actually safe. But yeah. Kind of hard to do for a beginner to buffer a short attack like this. But that's pretty good. You can also do low, though using the super in this way, your opponent's going to be able to block low because of the screen freeze. It gives them more time to actually recognize it. But you can also use it with the EXLOV with the advantage off of that. So you can actually have a low. You can have a low into a link super, right? All right, you can just confirm it. That's what it was. A lot of Remy players don't even do this, but it's super cool. You should, especially in the corner. I think actually only in the corner. But this gives you a confirmable low. It's cost a lot, but I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool. So yeah, from what I can tell, Super Art 1 does have a little bit of invincibility, maybe even 1 frame. It could actually just be 1 frame invincibility. I tested this with Makoto because she has a medium punch with a lot of active frames, so it's easier to get media attacks. So Super Art 1, go ahead and put that in. Super Art 1. Super Art 1. If you use it on Wake Up, until you get to very high level, most people aren't going to have a great answer for it, to be honest with you. I think at worst, that's what's going to happen. You get a trade. It's not exactly invincible, but it's not going to lose the throws. You're covered by throw invul. It's 0 frame. It's the fastest it can possibly be, not accounting for at least the travel time of the LOVs. But on Wake Up, can be a pretty good jail letter free card for quite a while. And you can even wake up with crouching light kick in the super, using that crouching light kick against throws. And even if they parry the down light kick, I think you can just do the super anyways. And they probably got to punish that too. He actually has a lot of safety nets. As brittle as he is, both in health and stun. Super Art 1, I think, is good to suggest early on, just because it might give you more up time playing the character so you can learn more. Super Art 2, there's some matchups where, like Chun-Li, for example, throwing fireballs against her is not the greatest idea. So you may want to do Super Art 2 instead. It's actually a funny matchup where Super Art 3 can kind of work out. But in the case of like Chun-Li, you may want to use Super Art 2. Problem with this super is that it's just too long. The amount of meter is just huge. You got to hit down medium punch like 20 times. Actually, I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to count out loud and then put it in fast forward. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Hold on. No refill. Probably faster if I go like this. How many down medium punches does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? Oh my god. Look, I got to 1. I'm not going to do the second one. So what I noticed is that I stopped counting after I saw how much meter it was giving me. It's giving me 2 ticks each. So yeah, exactly. I had to hit it 120 times total to get both bars. And that's why I like to emphasize that hitting down medium punch, it's really an inching your way to super. You're slowly getting it. And the other things you're doing in combination with it are what's aiding you getting the meter. That cold blue kick actually seems really good for the battery of it. Do I hear the bong? Dang it, it's too loud. It's my 12 o'clock alarm. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging. Stupid ass Spectrum. I hate you. I'm switching to Ting. I'll keep that in the video. But that's pretty much it, man. Confirm Super Art 2 off of medium kick. Off of medium punch. Now, conversely, you don't want to do crouching light kick into super unless you're a wild boy. And you're like, 100% sure they're gonna forward parry, or it's a punish. It's gonna casually parry this. Don't mind me. It's out my face. One thing that's important is jump in and then super. This is actually something you can hit confirm, and you can do the kick really early and still land and be able to do the super in time. That's also worth practicing, very much so. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this way too long of a Remy tutorial. I was like, I'll just make a little 3 to 4 minute Remy tutorial, but I just don't think he's the kind of character that you can explain in that short of a time. Maybe I can make something fun, but yeah, he's actually a really complex, but also a really rewarding and fun character in my opinion. He's super fun. But that's it. I hope you learned something. Leave me a comment, please. Like the video. Frame trap that like button. Hope you learned something. I appreciate you. I don't know how many more things I can tag on to this outro. I'm AutoMattock. Peace. EOH in a super? I did that already. I will now be a Remy master. Remy Martin. Could you explain car cancels to me like I'm 5? Shit. So your attacks, some of your attacks move your character forward naturally. So you use that attack into another attack, and it's still a combo. You understand? Hell no. See, this moves him forward. If I cancel it, I borrow that property. I think this is on purpose, by the way. I don't think this is a mistake. Car properties? Did you see that nutty Remy combo video someone made recently? Of course not. I can barely keep up with the scene. I'm just now learning about, you know, where stuff is at and some of the players that are playing. Hey, that Makoto player who was at the Chicago tournament, I just butchered his name. I don't know how. I put Meth Rosenthal. It's supposed to be Meth Rosenstock. Where did I come up with that? Am I bugging? Am I tripping? Did I just make shit up? Oh, I told myself I was gonna change the thumbnail. Hold on, let me actually see if I still have it. I hope so. So you're canceling it to gain space. Yep. Dang it, hold on. I gotta do this real quick. I gotta do this right quick. Hell no. I'm becoming a YouTube god. Slowly but surely. I've had enough. Where did I get Rosenthal from? Want me to link it? Yeah, sure. But yeah, the Makoto player commented on the YouTube video and was like, I hate to be that guy, but that's not my name. I was like, please be that guy. That's not something I want to mess up. Appreciate that. I'm working. Rosenstock with an E. I might have to start branding these differently. I should probably be more narrative focused instead of just, hey, these are the players. This is where it's at. I think that's a noble idea, but it's not going to get views. It's more important to get views so that it highlights it. What I should do with these titles is describe what happened. Like, this turns out to not be true, but let's say that this Makoto player is an online monster. What I should do for the title instead is Fightcade, whatever, wins a local blah, 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 something like that, and make it a storyline instead. That's good enough. Somebody commented on a YouTube video like, I like the videos, homie, but turn this shitty music down or something like that. It wasn't that bad. I was like, internally, I was like, man, fuck you. But all right, maybe I'll think about that. Feedback accepted. Okay, I think that's done. Gouki looks dope. I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it later. Been trying to avoid spoilers so I can have a reaction video, which I'm trying to not react. Who is this? Ghostaga? These Third Strike videos that are edited are really cool. They're actually pretty popular. Actually pretty popular on YouTube. I'm not too surprised by. Remy butt cheeks. All right, this is a little bit too much, man. Just show the damn combos. Trying to set the mood and shit. Oh man. Oh, this is edited way too much, man. How many filters and effects does it require? Oh, this is combos on Remy? It's just him getting his back blown out. Jesus. Oh, there you go. Slow-mo. I can't even focus on the video. I'm laughing too much. Is this gonna... Hold on. Wait. Am I about to get... God dang it. Music by deadmau5. Son of a bitch. Just fucked up the whole YouTube VOD, bro. It's my fault. At least we got a good laugh. This is how Remy would edit his own video. Yeah. God dang it. Nice. Cool. Rip YouTube VOD. It'll just get demonetized. It's not a big deal. Oh, my $3 YouTube live stream archives. Ugh. Oh, I didn't even change the damn streams will blow up. Literally 1 week into 3S and I'm totally lost with car cancels. I've been staying away, but everyone telling me it's a must learn. Tell them to shut the fuck up. You don't need car cancels. It's a must learn, but you don't need them. Actually, don't tell them to shut the fuck up. That's mean. I haven't ate yet. Super chat. Did you do a Yang tutorial video? I will now. Let me put that on my list of things to do. Thank you. Thank you, kind, gentle something. Appreciate you. I got you, man. $10 tutorial? I'm down. All right, that one's done. Okay, I'm gonna put it up here. Yang tutorial for 4-hour. 4-ard on YouTube. Yeah, we'll do Third Strike tutorials for money. I'm not above that. And let's make it even bigger. I'll probably do that tomorrow. It just takes me like 10 or so minutes to set up a document and then shoot it. Shoot the J! Okay, today we're going to look at some of these archives. I know I haven't played much in a while, and I do want to get to that. But they're just... Evil Japan, Texas Showdown, Level Up Expo, which I probably won't watch too much of that. But I do want to watch the Texas Showdown top 8, maybe even just like top 4. What I really want is to look at Bubbles. Bubbles actually did incredible, and I think he got robbed. I think Bubbles should have got to grand finals. I think the arcade machine pooped out on him, which is really unfortunate. It stinks. So there's Texas Showdown and Evo. And also, there was an after party. There was a Third Strike after party at Game Newton. And guess who was there? Neo G, one of the founding fathers of Third Strike, who was a developer for this game. And guess who participated in the tournament? Neo G. Fucking cool, man. It's really good. Balatro is my editing break game. Y'all trying to run a hand? Hold on, let me see. Where was I? Let me just do a few. This game is a nightmare. If you don't like this game, you are lucky. Oh yeah, this deck is pretty cool. The Zodiac deck. I'm gonna just do like let me just see the opening, okay? Holographic? Okay, let me get that holographic, dog. Okay, I just need a... Oh! That's not enough. I need to do it in one hand. Did I just get a straight? Easy. All right, let me see what that. Let me just see what that holographic is. How much money did I get? I better be up 10. Son of a. What? How do you use this thing? Go up to -20 in debt. I mean, it's still worth taking. But what is? How do you? Why would you want to go -20 in debt? Oh. I think I gotta get it for the multiplier. Okay, must play 5 cards. Easy. I got this. This is easy. 10, 9, 8. I promise. This is a couple more minutes. Actually, I'm gonna do the 2 pair. Get rid of the low card. It's gonna multiply. Oh, easy, easy, easy. All right. Let me get out of here before. Hold on, I gotta bail out. Hold on. What are my next things? Emperor. $3, $15. I think I just get the Emperor and go for the RNG. Let me see what I get from the Emperor. Last card, increase rank. All right, let me get it. I gotta go. Let me. Texas Showdown. Texas Showdown. You can buy stuff and still be in debt for the tarot cards. Oh! You can spend more than you have. Oh, that's pretty good. It's gonna mess up. Oh, that would be good for that deck that doesn't earn interest, right? Oh no, I got ADHD. Leave me alone. Texas Showdown, which was on Riz 1. Rizone? I thought I already pulled this up.
I don't know. They were like, not that good.
Well.
Now, our top 8 isn't full of yuns and chuns.
Oh, it's already at the beginning.
Well, let's see. Target combo into the activation.
So we got Yun versus Makoto Chosen. Meryl plays rough. We saw enough of Yun.
Right. Well, we're already shouting out the haze. We're already getting
saw enough of Yun in top 6. I'll watch that after this, the top 6 Evo. I do want to see it. I saw one really good play.
Non-EX overhead there. Interesting. Like Meryl.
It got spoiled for me on Twitter for a little bit, but it was tight. It involved Ricky Maru. If I played Buckshot Roulette, yeah, it gets kind of boring after you understand how to win.
Meryl responds with a good throw there, but Chosen just.
If they do add that PvP mode, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Balatro is way better than Buckshot Roulette as far as playability or replayability. Way better.
But where they differ is where, like, you find. Oh! Never too early. Meryl playing rough with that Super Heart 1. I like it.
It's cool. I didn't know about that with the credit card.
One of the things
you can overspend.
This tournament that I really like is that we saw a lot of great responses to Gouki.
Balatro is my jam. I'm trying to delete it from my life, man. This is too easy to get sucked in.
And it broke the stream. We had to take a break after that. I mean, that's what happens when you defend against.
I think Super Art 1 against Yun is a good pick. It's more solid. And I think you need solid against Yun. Hard to get a command grab on him for the Super Art 2.
Here we are under 50%. Launched again.
Meaty launch again. I don't need Canadian to get those kicks. It's soccer season all day.
I want to play against more Yun players, so I want to practice using the double parry against shoulder.
Right, that's cool.
I pretty much never want to get hit by shoulder ever again if they cancel into it.
Oh, that's a cool sweater. Wish I had that sweater.
Balatro is a good thing. I hope Eris plays it. I think Eris doesn't like it. He already said that. He's like, I'd just rather play regular cards. He probably doesn't know how to play it though. Which, I mean, whatever. But I do think Balatro is a terrible streaming game. You gotta already be a really popular streamer, and then people will watch it. Because you have to. Well, I guess it depends on how many people are actually into it. You have to know what's going on to appreciate it.
But I do like how Yang's color is effectively Yang's color. That's so cool.
Canadian time.
Yeah, but the game's super good.
Oh, may never happen.
Activation.
Don't get hit.
Heavy punch.
Can he rob it? He dropped it. The crowd lets out a collective sigh. But still going forward, Meryl just needs that last hit.
I wonder why that whipped on Makoto. The second light punch?
Meryl reached Chosen Teach, and he goes empty low with the
Got it.
Canadian.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Pretty clean.
Got to report that robbery, and he's still going after the hit.
Victory from the jaws of defeat.
Chosen now on match point.
I can see it being a nice game for just chatting or whatever. Yeah,
Dive kick, nobody home.
yeah, I agree.
And a lot of meter to build.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Let's see what Meryl can come up with as well. She's got a full stack of butter.
Here goes.
I love everything about this game. It's just so damn hard to hit confirm in it for me.
Overheads and then block a few lows just to not get predictable.
It'd probably benefit you to look into first if you have the correct settings. If you're playing on 30th anniversary on a low refresh rate monitor, yeah, it's kind of hard to confirm with that.
Life lead.
Dang, I could test that.
Down forward, fierce.
I could turn the refresh rate down on my monitor and then boot up 30th anniversary and see how it goes.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we don't like yuns in the bracket.
I could probably still do it. It'd just be really hard.
We've had enough yun.
It'd be definitely harder.
Play, so.
You know, this replay into the Gennage. And Gennage in the start of the show.
But high refresh rate on emulator, I suggest one run ahead.
It makes you wonder, like, were there opportunities for her to do more of that?
That's just how I feel.
Of this Canadian rush
One
hour?
run ahead.
But really,
I think one run ahead online. I think one run ahead helps.
with an awesome perfect. And then right
With
here,
that in mind, I should probably try hit confirming Alex's crouching light kick without one run ahead.
And when you get opened up by
Let me go ahead and skip through this.
things happen.
Yeah, and even here,
There's two players that I want to focus on with this run.
But let's move on to
Actually,
the
it's
other side.
Meth Rosen.
Ruin the yuns, but really what they
stock.
wanted is they wanted more Makoto, right?
Yes.
I want to look at as well. He was just in Chicago.
Again.
So
He got second place at the Jazzy Auto Qualifier.
Okay, Meth Rosenstock.
And it was this match that he lost. No. He played against Tekken.
Rocking the default Makoto.
That's just not true.
I'm at-
What is it about Third Strike and wanting to say things that are wrong?
That was nice.
That definitely was nice.
What time is it? Canadian time.
No.
Taken to the skies. That's a good adjustment. Wax is doing a lot of airborne activity, so he's preemptively going into the air with the axe kick. I would suggest heavy kick, though. Jump hack heavy kick, especially looking to see when they jump and then do jump heavy kick rather than preemptively try to hit it, which is good too.
Right now it's not Canadian time.
Like right there, jump hack heavy kick would have been great.
Modelo time.
No, it's that Super Art 1. We saw the
And what you're really trying to do is do that enough to where you have your Super Art 1 available, which they already have.
The dive
Ooh,
kick's
spends
kind of
the meter. No longer with the Gennage.
Yeah, it's a lot of preemptive jumps.
not Canadian time.
Oh.
almost Karakusa time.
Actually saved the Super Art 1. I think that's an improvement over the last time
Point,
we saw him play.
Now it's Gennage time.
Meaty. He just went for it. Not bad for the chip damage, but probably the EX chop would have been good for
Did it from a
more
distance
chip damage.
there, and
Nice.
Jason-
Ooh, yep. We activated that a little too far and in that mid-screen situation. Matt saw it coming.
Yeah, I think the capacity.
Have you seen the Akuma trailer yet? No, I'll watch it.
Close to the face.
And
And you know,
maybe I'll just get it out the way after this, because people are asking a lot about it.
You're gonna waste half of your meter trying to approach, and then it gives the opponent a guess.
What up, Papa Greg?
Oh, there we go. Nice parry from the corner. Oh, there we go. How's that Adam's apple? Ooh. Oh, the dome.
Sick.
Just press those
Sick.
buttons. Canadian denied.
Yeah.
Canadian denied.
Can't do Gennage if you don't get a turn.
No. We're hiding.
Using the Makoto's
not
dash,
rubbing it.
and then down light punch to cancel the recovery.
Switches to these young
Be
players.
nice.
Ain't happening.
Gouki reaction next. Yeah, I'll just get it out the way.
That's gonna be.
I'm gonna do a no reaction.
Up 1-0.
I have to go against the grain.
Makoto gets a point.
Whenever I type, my emulator buttons go off. Turn it off. 3 minutes. I'll just get it out the way after this match and then put it up. I'm gonna just try to have a still face.
It was Waxman. We got that correct.
If my face changes, that means I actually I'm not easy to impress. I've seen it all, man. What can you really do to make me be like, oh, nice, cool? Does he like stop drive rush without having to spend more meter than his opponents?
Makoto up 1-0, and Wax gets one on the board. Dallas Fort Worth's very own, and you know the weather out there is pretty gnarly. So.
Man's face will move.
But
I don't know.
let's see if he can bring some of the storm as
Here
well.
goes.
It's Canadian time to the facing.
Hey, one interrupt with a parry.
Oh, he takes it early.
Boom.
It's not. It's better against twins because they have low health.
What you gonna do?
I love when that shoulder.
The problem against twins, though,
Brilliant stuff.
building meter against them is more challenging because by the time you build up like a third of a bar, he's gonna have Ganagin. So it's almost like you want to continue rushing them down.
Yep, here goes.
Great use of the fierce punches there to
Yeah.
keep that juggle going. I mean, he did that from a distance too.
All right,
That was
so it is 1-1.
1-1, and he did that from a distance too. Not the easiest
Yeah.
Canadian to get. Yun
Full attacks.
He wants to give the crowd and the people a Yun versus Yun.
I think this is best of 3.
I know
Still
that's
2 out of
what I'm
3.
looking forward to all weekend.
Oh, shoulder hit.
Oh, he confirmed it off the low forward, but no, nothing came.
You just gotta block against Yun. It's so tempting to want to stop it, to want to stop his activity and punish him for it. But most of the time, you just want to tend to block. I have a Ganagin defense video coming out soon.
Stop. No.
Oh?
Trying to
What did the Yun player do? Shoulder?
Stop. No.
Wow, it traded.
Trying to push that back. Gave away the knee. It got parried. Watch the dome. Match point Yun. Wax about
If you lose round 1, I think it's better to just use S1 at the earliest opportunity so you can build it again for last round. It's a good strat.
much like Dallas has been doing against the LA Clippers. They're doing pretty well.
Hey.
The Mavericks.
I don't know why, but recently I'm seeing the weakness of Super Art 1
Oh,
because it has the knockdown's terrible,
Smokey. He goes low.
That's okay. Reset.
and you can't spend EX meter.
Hey.
I mean, you can. Just enough. So what was the big mistake here?
Then Dallas.
If you never know, like if you're not sure, if you look at your replay and you're not sure what to look for the thing that does the most damage and then look for why that happened and what you can do about it.
Right trade, wrong.
So in this case, oh,
Much like Dallas has been doing against the LA Clippers. They're doing pretty
that target combo was a big contribution. And that jump.
well. Oh, will it lead to a juggle? No.
So before even the Ganagin,
Much like Dallas has been.
you would look at right here what caused this scenario. A dive kick whips, which again, this probably could have been solved by jump heavy kick. The dive kick actually side switches, unfortunately. And then the medium punch, maybe this punished. There's a chance this punished the recovery of the jump. But it could have also been a counter hit.
Yeah.
That sets up the knockdown. Some dive kicks. Another dive kick. They try to jump away, resets, and then the close medium kick hits.
Here goes Ganagin.
And that's what gives them the Ganagin.
To a juggle. No.
So I would say the easiest thing to solve is the air-to-air situation and ensuring that this doesn't happen. This was really unfortunate because it gave Yun the corner, and then it led to the Ganagin activation, building meter while hitting the opponent.
Dallas has been doing against the LA Clippers.
Hey.
Maybe you could have done jump, the axe kick to escape the corner. Probably dash forward would have worked too, but these are close to just guesses.
The Mavericks, yeah. Pretty well.
And actually, I think you could have definitely parried this. If you do jump parry,
Here goes Ganagin.
probably wouldn't have solved the
Oh,
problem
will it do a
completely,
juggle? No, but it's got Smokey. He
but
goes
at least
low.
an extra step closer.
Reset that scaling. Hey.
She didn't do anything to have landing on recovery.
Hey. Wax.
To have recovery on landing, meaning Meth just got hit, probably guessed or matched on landing. I think that's likely, but I'm not sure if that's true.
As he advances over to the winner's
Can
circle,
you?
he
Is
will-
there no landing recovery unless you do normals?
So
I didn't
Wax
know
might
that.
be happening next. Let's look at tail tape here. Here we got Meth off to a great start there.
Also, kind of got baited into jumping too much.
Like fantastic.
Yeah, it's hard.
All across.
It's hard against
Too, I
Yun.
gotta say. So
That's a command grab.
You know and we had and switching
Mid best.
So this is Big Nasty playing Urian against Big Bad Wolf's Hugo,
They were kind of calling that
and I respect it.
play. And this
I think Urian takes a big fat dookie on Hugo. When you know the matchup with Hugo, that's doable. But if you don't know the matchup, it's heavily in Urian's favor. Like, man, it's really bad.
using the Super R3 as well.
And I think you need Hammer Frenzy. I think Hammer Frenzy is the best way to go.
Big Bad Wolf, interesting here. Remember how Big Bad Wolf was using Super
You
R3?
have to research this matchup. You can't just wing it. You can't like
Okay, so it seems that he's
robo Hugo through it. You need to know, if I parry his heavy punch, how do I punish it? Most of the time, you can punish his attacks with lariat. Even some of the crouching attacks, I think you can do lariat. Urien is one of the characters that get hits by lariat while crouching. So there's some cool things you can do with that.
Keep at it because he's such a big body.
But you got to take everything that you can get. Wow, he's so preemptive. Double dash backbreaker. You could tell Big Bad Wolf is frustrated by it too. It's hard to keep a level head when you're like, man, it's so stupid. So stupid. Big Nasty landing every EX headbutt so far. Yeah, I think you got to red tech it to punish it. You can, I mean, obviously the regular parry too. But even when you red tech it, you can do ultra throw, but if you do it too early, it whiffs. So you have to red tech it and then time ultra throw. So I think you had to, like, lariat's probably the better solution. I think light kick lariat works. I kind of forgot. Oh my gosh, whiff punish with EX headbutt. Okay.
I gotta say, man, with this Urien,
Heavy kick backbreaker is good there for the side switch, and if they jump, it probably would hit them.
Let's see Big Nasty go.
Oh, he did a backbreaker.
Aegis reflector there, hits it with
Man.
Domes to put it on match point.
Backbreaker is not very strong against headbutt. I think it can work, but it's not very likely. You should clap Urien if you suspect they're going to headbutt. You should do clap on wake up because it'll make it juggle, and then you can do lariat after they get airborne. Right there, right there. Exactly that. Forward heavy punch was definitely either a clap or a 360. Nobody does forward heavy punch on wake up yet. I think there's potential for it. Dashes out to avoid stun. That'll be it. Oh, one more chance.
And got him. Wow, that was a great round there from Big Bad Wolf to try to close it in. But Big Nasty.
I've been thinking about this. You see how Big Bad Wolf brought a stick to a stick? I think this is smart. See how he has his own stick to plug into the arcade machine? Because you can't always trust the sticks on the machine. I wonder how those are wired actually. All right, Bubbles. I believe Bubbles is from New York. I'm pretty sure. I've seen him around the New York tournaments. BBW. Big Bad Wolf. Hey, what up, BBW? I can't call him that. What's the best spacing for Hugo in this match? That could be a whole video in itself. Hugo versus Urien. And why you should absolutely pick Hammer Frenzy in that match.
Oh, the Budo, but it was too close. And you know, he tried to adjust for it though, because sometimes from that distance you can only juggle it with standing or crouching fierce. Yeah, but it's just I don't.
Still use medium punch against Urien, like max range kind of. You can clap at a distance. It's pretty good against Urien.
No, good dash back.
Wow, he checked it. Bubble checked it. No.
That's quick. That was a fast decision from Bubbles to just spend meter instead of hold on the Denjin for the chip. Wow.
Oh, he just goes straight
What?
to it. You gonna get them
Aw, man, I think my eye's fucking up. I have to take my contacts out.
Bubbles will take the throw though. Oh, block DP, no
What tier is Urien 3S?
Dictator shaking his head. His axe kick
Somewhere
right
below
back.
top 3
Time.
or top
All
4.
hits, made an omelet. Stand fierce to Tatsu. Bubbles gets one on the board.
Damn it, I think I gotta take my contacts out. I'll be right back.
Fantastic play, man. This guy's Ryu's awesome, especially if he can get you that stand fierce, close standing fierce, or that close standing medium kick, which can also confirm to the EX donkey kick. I'm definitely a fan. He moves Ryu up the tier list, this guy.
Interrupt again.
Oh, whiffs the throw. That was really close. Bubbles trying to escape the corner there. This time he gets it.
And Dictator with some good evasion. We have seen some excellent use of this dash to go ahead and avoid some of those hitboxes.
Yeah. Hasn't using a lot of that movement, making Makoto look a lot more mobile than she would be in theory. But she really can fly around if you got the right commands. Oh, the Tension gonna catch him in the air and no parries.
And again, we end the round the same way.
Hey, Bubbles is like, I have been unblockable in the top 8. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Tick Chair trying to find a way to
Nice.
there we go.
My glasses.
Straight for the jugular. Boom. Back. Oh, what a
When I don't sleep enough and I drink maybe too much caffeine, my eyes get fucked up.
Oh, that reset would have been.
I thought it was allergies for the longest time, but I think it's caffeine.
Let's see Bubbles rally back here. It's tension time, and he goes for the easy.
Boy.
Yeah.
This combo again with the life lead. What a comeback.
Sweep!
Comeback indeed. And I love that how he selectively chose to use
Sweep was kinda
Denjin
crazy.
Confirm instead of the Denjin charge. The 2 hits guaranteed.
Get your booty off the screen.
It's definitely
Nobody moons anymore. I think that's a good thing. We can skip through the Yun mirror, right? We're cool to skip through the Yun winners finals. Hope nobody minds. 1-1, cool. Do you take a lutein supplement that helps with eyes? No. It takes lutein. All my homies hate Yun. I'll watch the last match. Is this one? Oh, this could be the last round. Let's see what happens here.
That's a smart move. Kick it off.
Medium kick gets parried, but no punish.
Doesn't get hit after that.
Back foot back, use the dash.
Long distance command grab.
Not a ton.
Tries to go for the MC jump low, gets thrown.
He blocks against it.
Opened up.
Yeah, gives up the overheads there.
One thing I noticed, one of the differences between American Third Strike and Japanese Third Strike, their precision in Japan is so high caliber. Like, it's rare you'll see them get hit by a wake-up throw. They're gonna stand outside of range or they're gonna hit the meaty. They know the timing. Get that wake-up throw out of my face. They
Called him out. Took that 1-0 lead there, but Chosen fight pretty.
So this is a match that I'm very familiar with. My best friend. It's kind of funny. This dude reminds me of one of my best friends. This guy, it's a tier 2 emote. I forgot what the command is for it. This guy. Jibble Tom WTF. My best friend plays Makoto. And this guy reminds me of him. The beanie, the long hair.
Right.
You know he makes dick jokes.
We've seen a lot of those. He's been able to pull through a lot of them. I believe he's fought a few Makotos.
So this matchup, at the end of it, my current thought is it's in Makoto's favor, but not by a whole lot. If the Hugo knows the matchup and the Makoto doesn't know the matchup, the Makoto player could be tricked into believing that Hugo wins it, but he does not. Hugo does not win this matchup. It's very doable. Yeah, that's big. It's a good setup too with the jump splash to maintain the corner. I'm seeing a... Oh, how could you? Oh! I think you got to use jump back heavy punch against Hugo to hit him after the 720. Sheesh! What happened? But yeah, I meant to say that I'm seeing a severe lack of standing medium kicks from Makoto. That move is broken against Hugo. It opens him up so much. Just gotta hit it. Just hit medium kick. Just pick him.
Big Nasty up 1-0. Very impressive work with the Hugo. I like how he rocks everything in blue. He's got the shirt in blue. He's got the Papa Smurf Urian. And then right here he's got
Late heavy kick.
He's got this, like,
Whiffs. Goes for a jump splash. Oh, he actually... I was saying this to Diavone the other day, or yesterday. I was like, Third Strike is a game where you can give somebody the correct advice, and then they do it, and then they get punished for it. It's exactly what just happened in non-real time. I'm like, you got to use more medium kick. And then the medium kick actually gets jumped over. This is so not likely to happen. And then they try to jump away, but the heavy kick connects. Reset with the 360. And Big Nasty is using jumps. Using a lot of jumps to get in. It's not how I would do it, but actually I do it sometimes too. I do that a lot.
Yeah, clap the dash there, checked it.
Probably going for a meat squasher.
Tried to get a low short blocked into
So Hugo is very dangerous if he wins this first round, because it means next round he's gonna have a 720. I love, man. I think this Makoto player. There you go. That's how you play this match. Just hit the buttons. Pretty good. For sure. That was good. That was good. That solved the 720 and the backbreaker. This is how people have played against me in current times against Hugo. They don't fuck with my wake up at all. They're just like, leave him alone. Just out footsie him. And I think that's the correct way to play this match as Makoto. Oh, wow. Big Nasty's crouching like it got interrupted. So that was a backbreaker. The backbreaker caused the medium punch to reset. It's a meaty medium punch, but it caused the reset. And what could happen here sometimes is Makoto does command grab, but you can punish it as Hugo after the air reset. Backbreaker on wake up is okay. Wow, that probably had to be a car grab for it to connect. That sucks. Makoto's nearly, yeah, she's in 720 range now. Uses the super art 1. Oh, that was sick. That was a really good anti-air from Big Nasty. Oh, he went for it again. He's going for the reads. Jump heavy punch. Wow, the dash command grab. They got it. You can see Big Nasty's expression. He probably just barely missed a jump. He might have just missed it completely. What does Hugo Kara with? Medium kick. Time to run 3S no yun turnies because these top cuts getting worse than Marvel. Try caffeine pills or green tea. Well, what I like to do is just not drink coffee at all, or any caffeinated products, unless I'm gonna go do something that requires me to be alert, like exercise. The truth is, I shouldn't have had any caffeine this morning, but it's delicious. I got these Monster Orange Dreamsicles. Oh man, gosh darn delicious. Oh, that could have been major. You can get a clap into lariat if you parry a jump back normal like that with Hugo. I think that's guaranteed. I want to see if Big Nasty actually did 720 after it as well. He did. He did clap 720. So even if they parried it, this guaranteed the round. If they parry it and he goes into 720, I don't think Makoto has a response for that. White Monster? Monster energy drinks are soda. It's just an excuse to drink soda. Pretty much 120 calories. Crazy. Ah, dang. Parry jump, we get caught. Let's find out. I think the answer is yes. Okay, so we're gonna have Makoto parry. Always, and then jump. Which one is it? This one. So she's gonna parry and then jump. Or not, apparently. Come on, man. How come she's not jumping? Oh, I gotta record it then. Okay, whatever. You win. You win, amazing training mode mod that I can't complain about. So I'm gonna parry this and then jump. Oh, come on. Do the recording. Holding up. Holding up. I did it really early, too. I did a neutral parry early and then held up. You might be able to do a super. Maybe universal overhead. No. I do remember Chun-Li can get out of this with forward heavy kick. He's one of the exceptions. I think actually jab. No. No. Who else has an airborne move? Maybe a Gouki forward heavy kick? No. Anybody else? Something invincible might work. Something invincible, like a Ken EX uppercut, Ryu uppercut. This probably will work. Sick. It's hard to do it. I'm trying regular uppercut. Yeah, that's sick. Ibuki's taunt? Headbutt? Yeah, headbutt probably would work. I think her taunt might work. Oh, I forgot the save state. I guess not. Nah. No. It's not airborne immediately. Man, Jurgen's headbutt would be really tough to test. Oh, shoot. Oh my god, wake up. I gotta turn the training wheels on. How do you do this? That'll do it. Ah. Oh, this is so hard to do. Maybe I should do forward parry and then up. Maybe that's easier. Does that work? Hello? How much time do you have to do that? Does that even work if you do non-charge partition? Maybe. Oh, I fucked it up. This is not a good recording. If jab is working, then it's not good, right? Maybe not. Your inhibit would have to be on wake up. Need to press up first, then parry. No, I don't think it has to be. I think you can charge partition into it. It's just really hard to do. I think it's possible to do it. It just has to be really stupidly precise. Why isn't my record button working? Okay, let's get a recording where... Shit, I don't know. Right there, I guess. Oh, I see why it doesn't work, because you hit forward and it resets your timing. I see. It's very odd. When you tap forward, it... Wait, what? When you parry, it resets your meter. Oh! When you parry, it resets your charge partition meter. I think I knew that already, I just forgot. Huh. How fast does Hugo Super Art 1? Immediately, as fast as possible. 0 frames. Frame 1. 0 frame startup. Well, I guess Urian can't get out of it, right?
Let's go.
It would have to be on wake up, but up, oh, up, then parry, then punch. I could probably do it as a jump in as well, right? How does that work? What? Nah, this is too much work. Even if I can set it up off of the jump, here's an easier way to do it. Just look at the numbers. I'm going to confirm first that Chun-Li's forward heavy kick is airborne immediately. And that's probably what it needs to be. Frame 1, airborne. Towards and roundhouse. Towards and forward roundhouse. Where is it? Am I blonde? I guess it is just regular heavy kick. It doesn't have to be forward roundhouse. So frame 1. Is this it? No, this is close roundhouse. Far roundhouse. Sheesh. Nomenclature. Yep, frame 1. Frame 1 airborne. If the same is true for Urian's headbutt, then it should work. Which, I don't know. Is it frame 1 airborne? I never looked. Oh, y'all can't see. I noticed this the other day when I was looking at this. Y'all can actually see what I'm looking at. We'll go with this one for now. Wait, this one. That one sucks too. This one. It actually is not frame 1 airborne. It might not work even if you could. Even if you could do this, I don't think it will work. I think it needs to be frame 1. A Gouki slide? Why would that work? Let me see the hitbox on the Super Art. I don't think the slide would like low profile or something. If that's what you're putting down. Did it even show the hitbox on this? Probably better if I go backwards. There it is. No, this is actually really low to the ground, the 720, so the slide wouldn't work. Frame 2 airborne, never knew. That is weird. Because when you do, if it's frame 2 airborne and then you meaty against his headbutt, I've always seen him get reset. I've never seen Urian not be airborne when he does wake up headbutt. Let me do the Makoto test real quick. The Makoto medium punch test. So we would do vertical and light punch. Pretty sure he always gets hit airborne. Yeah. Pretty sure that's meaty. Yeah, he always gets reset. Weird. Ugh. Yeah, he flips out of me's. I think the hitboxes are wrong on that site for his headbutt or something. Really? Are airborne and throw box maybe slightly different properties? That would make sense if that's how it was. The throw box is an airborne frame 1, but his status is the throw box. Throw box. Let me look at it one more time. And then I'll get back to the Texas Showdown. Where is Urian? Frame 1, frame 2. Frame 1, he's just on the ground. But frame 2, he's off the ground. I don't know. What's this frame? What's this website you use? Sabanur. It's Sabanur. I have no idea. This is like the worst website to tell your friends, hey, where do you go for third strike frame data? Oh yeah, you go to sabanur.free.fr, Baston New. You probably just Google third strike frame data.
Both players are one fight a pop. Big Nasty with a round here.
Probably the best layout is full meter. FAT, they have the best layout.
Oh no, it's close.
Oh, and nobody's
Dang, the backdash.
It's close. Still no life.
Big Nasty's missing the dashes with Magoto. He got one.
Kill anyway.
That throw the stocks like I dashed right into it.
And they overdid it a little bit.
And again, our
A little bit.
Big Nasty.
Nasty.
Big Nasty made the adjustment just in time.
Playing fantastic here. Let's take a look at that. Karakusa sends from Meth, sends him in the corner.
Nobody
Whips
home
the
for
kick
720.
but
Grab.
Bubs!
plays rough. That Red Bull
Whenever I see Bubbles' name, it makes me think of Trailer Park Boys.
gotta say. What? But Bubbles here. I mean, Bubbles is.
Am I in slow motion or are they in slow motion?
They're wearing the same outfit.
They are
I'm in
the
slow
same
motion.
gi, the same bandana.
Slow mongus.
Down to the
Dang.
same grip.
Crouching like he got punished by Donkey Kick.
We wear white on Sundays.
I wonder if that was a mistake.
All right, Bubbles off to a good start, so he caught the Karakusa.
People Talk 6 put me to
wait,
sleep. I
so
would have
if
preferred a
it's
Chun Ken
done,
Fest. So the matches to look
There,
forward to
there,
are the
there.
ones with Chun Li.
Variant from Barrel escapes danger. We
Yeah,
saw
Yun Mirror might be
one
the
of
worst of Third
Bubbles,
Strike.
though, that was able to
Yun
do
Mirror
that.
might be the absolute
Previous,
worst
matches
part of
on
Third
top
Strike.
Meryl's using the Super Art 2 this time around. I remember she was more familiar originally with Super Art 1 that we saw earlier in the bracket.
And you want to use two
Engine.
to help it to go ahead and bypass those fireballs. You see one coming.
Yeah, it does.
I got
punish it,
Saiyan
and you
eyes.
get those really cool juggles afterward. Good block on the overhead there by Bubbles. Bubbles up around. Denji
Oh.
time. She tried to
There.
jump. She tried to jump.
Oh, Bubbles is pretty sick. Do you see Bubbles' movement?
Shimmied.
Did you see this movement? Oh, he got Denjin again. This game sucks.
Futuro. It's
Oh,
Denji's
it juggled. This game sucks. Look at Bubbles' movement though. Well, I want some pho.
On the overhead there by Bubbles.
I got a craving for some Vietnamese pho.
Bubbles up around. Denjin time. She tried to jump.
My wife is Vietnamese, but she don't know how to make it. Or too lazy to get the ingredients.
Time, she
Okay,
tried
look
to
at Bubbles' movement.
jump around. Denjin time, she tried to jump.
They're really high on stun. The next hit is probably gonna stun them, whether it's a throw, an overhead, maybe a whiff punish into something. Their lights are about to get turned off. Backdash away, down parry in range, notices the jump, goes for the anti-air heavy punch, doesn't connect, backs off, down parries again, outside of throw range. Like, this is amazing. This is really good spacing and super sick gameplay from Bubbles.
Oh, and he shimmied.
For a Denjin Ryu player,
Fierce.
he's got some brains on him.
It's Denjin time.
He's actually smart.
The stun, even when it's already done, at that point, it's just a formality for Bubbles.
Bubbles up
With
one.
punch with crouch heavy punch gaming. Let's see. If it's on YouTube, I can go frame by frame, but not on Twitch. But let's see if it was a whiff punish or if it was just preemptive. Sometimes you can just look at it and tell that they were on it. Oh, they whiff punished that. They whiff punished that on reaction.
And he
On
shimmied.
reaction.
Stand fierce to the
Denjin
Buro.
again.
It's Denjin time. And he faces off
Game's
with
cheap.
And one championship.
All right, caught him that time.
Two more
Which mirror is the
games
most fun to
for
watch,
Tekken
Gouki or
Showdown.
Akuma?
Pushing him back. Great response by Meryl.
Aw.
Better blocking by Bubbles, though.
Probably Akuma.
Protecting the neck.
What a
Air
parry.
parry into
Good juggle.
juggle.
Hugo mirrors are just comical. Q mirrors are probably boring.
There's another.
It does indeed. Good response there by Bubbles.
Denjin.
Wow, that fireball hit so late. I would have thought it would have whiffed and I had to parry later.
Parry, just didn't have that timing.
Yeah, and all it took was just
Oh, Bubbles is kind of sick.
Under takes it for Bubbles. Now done.
Bubbles kinda sick. Especially this looks like they messed up the uppercut, but it's a setup.
Yeah, and all it took
Whoop.
was two of those hits to be able to get the stun, and then that cross under takes it for Bubbles. This took was just
I'm about to find out if this is real.
Yeah, and all it took was just two of those hits.
I think it is. That heavy punch looks like
Stun,
it
and
frame
then that
traps or
cross
meaty.
Under takes it for Bubbles. Now Bubbles on match point.
Are you dropping frames? Yes.
Yeah, Bubbles
Yes.
is absolutely dominant. I mean,
And I hate Spectrum
Meryl's
so
taking
much.
out a lot of heads. Oh, does it go air to air? Yes, but no juggle, so this is pretty much a normal.
Here goes again. Yep.
Oh, only took one hit off the Denjin. That's going to be enough to stun, but not enough for the TP to connect.
And there it goes.
And Bubbles closes it out with a good. Oh,
Yeah.
Finals.
No.
So these are the last 2 chances to prevent.
Man, I get real bummed out.
Here. Big
I get
Nasty
real
going with
bummed
the
out
Evo.
when
Bubbles
Spectrum
going with the Ryu.
fucking with my vibes.
Bubbles getting some support there. Getting some good advice.
Do a speed test.
Probably told him to do another dungeon. I'd say that, right?
Yep.
Good idea. Big Nasty with the Gigas Breaker, because you know I want to see some beat. That's why I went to KBBQ last night.
I think it's starting to get better.
All right. Yeah, I like that for you.
Yeah, that's a strategy, man. No rice, no noodles.
Is Denjin hard to parry? Of course.
A little lettuce.
How they try
God
to make
dang it. Yeah, something that's my
Just right there,
fucking
Big Nasty goes
fucking
straight
fuck
to the meat aisle there.
Spectrum.
He's like, bring me the butcher's
Anyways.
cuts. More meat. Big Nasty doing damage by the pound. Oh, using
Nice
the air
punish.
to avoid the
Jeez.
Tekken. I love it. Flying
Actually
above the
worked.
radar.
Oh, the second hit of the Tatsu hit. Blocks the crossover.
Yeah.
Bubbles gets out of there. He's about to get on the Denjin. Bubbles can win this round. He's got Can't do that though.
The overkill.
What character do you want in 6? Again.
Abracadabra, the
Am I going to Evo?
magic out
No
of
plans.
Oh, wait, pay rage.
that. Oh, he can do that too.
I think it's better to go to Jazzy Finale. I'd have to raise like $1,000 to go to Evo to go to Evo, and that seems a little crazy.
On both sides.
Probably would be doable.
All right.
I think I can meet that donation goal,
Bubbles closing it out.
but I don't feel good about that
Bubbles is always going to get those optimal combos, man. He learned from the best because he knows.
because I can afford it. I can do it, but it's just unreasonable to me to spend that much.
Zon, we've already seen, man, how many matches have been decided with a magic pixel robbing the other player.
And just because I can afford it, doesn't mean I should.
Good tech on that grab there.
Grabs his back.
Second decisions.
Oh, indeed.
I've been looking into
Trying to get
budget
closer to the
and
start.
stuff
Yeah,
a
he
lot
doesn't
lately.
charge it.
That's
Get
gonna
those
close
initial
it out.
hits.
Yep.
I've been eating like really cheap, like sandwiches,
Bubbles up 1-0.
not going out to eat as much. It makes such a big difference, man. Are you still active in the service? No, man.
1-0 victory.
You see how fat I am with hair? No.
Sticking with the Denjin. Big Nasty sticking with the big Gigas. The biggest breaker. Yeah.
I would probably... Nah, I don't think I'd fail a PT test right now.
That's Stan
I'd be huffing and puffing.
We saw, I think it was Big Bad Wolf that was doing it earlier, was using that Stan Fierce to take the fireball
Yeah.
and exchange that hit because it favors Hugo every time.
Good trade.
Oh, he's trying to air parry to the SPD.
The most push-ups I did in a minute was around 80 something, like 82 or 83. Can't do that now. I probably struggle to do 50.
There before Big Nasty
Non-timed.
uses the Stan Fierce, see off the donkey kick that comes up close. Use the Stan Fierce to be able to reset them into the corner. Shoryuken or Hurricane Kick will work.
I thought they had fat dude positions like desk jobs. Nah, he just got fat dudes who are on a waiver and they don't have to actually do PT
It
tests.
looked like he was just lunging all the way to the fullest, like John Clark.
Ashen 720.
Yes, he's gonna dash up with the biggest Gigas ever. 60% health.
Oh,
Some people just don't work out until they're about to have a PT test and then they do like an extreme diet.
right. Anything will do it. Well, here's the running
Oh,
here.
there we go.
But most people in the military actually are
Back up, bust
athletic,
ball.
but still kind of fat.
That cool in the gang.
That are in that category, like they're on the, they don't have a physical job.
Oh, he's going straight to the Denjin.
Got a couple hits off that.
Yeah, if he would have parried all of it, though, Bubbles would have been in danger. Big Nasty
Probably the
goes
Air
back.
Force is the worst when it comes to the stereotype of having people out of shape. It's not really that bad at all.
That Gigas going nowhere, and that's
Done.
yeah, he switches sides to get the DP.
Ah, dang. I need to look at that again.
Yep.
Too busy
Yeah,
talking about
big Pluto
fat
energy.
people in the military. Let's go back to the beginning of this last match.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. That's
And light punch,
and one of the things we saw
fireballs,
was
good
Big
for
Pro
building
Big
meter for
Pro
that Denjin.
earlier was using that
That was a
Stan Fierce,
really good
that
whiff punish.
we saw,
This is like one of the,
big
this is such an endorphin hit for Hugo to whiff punish, whiff normals with 360. Oh, it feels so good.
Using that Stan Fierce to take the fireball
Yeah.
and exchange that hit because it favors Hugo every time.
Good trade.
Oh, he's trying to air parry.
Space
the
donkey
SPD.
kick.
Oh, he's trying to air.
I bet that gives a lot of meter.
Oh, he's
Pretty
trying to
good chunk, like almost 10%. Ugh.
Nice.
That's the messed up thing about Denjin. A lot of supers, you do them unsuccessfully, and then you get punished for it. That's not the case with Ryu. Like, they parry it, and it's like, well, I get another shot. When I think about it, it's like Ryu, if you just know how to play Ryu without super, and then Denjin is just like an additional broken thing you can have, sheesh. It's a really strong mentality to have. The military is the highest concentration of athletic smokers. I 100% believe it, being one myself, formerly. I might smoke like 2 or 3 cigarettes a month at this point. But I do use dipping. Not I use the snus.
Well, here's the
Oh, there we go.
Beach squasher.
Get your back up off the wall. Hit him with some of that cool in the gang. Rocking the bird cage there. Oh, he's
Or
going
snooze.
to the dungeon.
Actually pronounced snooze.
Got a couple hits off that.
What an early backbreaker.
So Bubbles would have been in danger.
The Big Nasty needs this round 2 serve. Oh, man.
Out of range.
Can't believe he did that. That feels almost out of character.
That kid
Oh,
was
his
going
medium
nowhere.
punch got counter hit. So what was the tail of the tape? No.
Rocking the bird cage there. Oh, he's going straight to the dungeon.
That was a delayed Denjin. Look at Big Nasty's stun.
Oh, he's going
All he
straight
got
to
hit by was the hits of the Denjin. He got hit by 2 hits of the Denjin, right? 1, 2, maybe 3. That was just 2 hits of the Denjin. It did half of a stun.
Off that.
Yeah, if he would have parried all of it, though, Bubbles would have been in danger.
That's one way to get the round started.
Able to escape that.
Oh, man, that is brutal.
Range.
Oh, sick. Is that a kick confirm? Did he confirm that raw, or is it because of the medium punch? I'm about to find out. Man, Ryu is such an asshole. Ryu is such a jerk. So the question is, can you confirm, was that close heavy? Close medium kick into EX Denki kick. Am I doing it right? It's a half circle. Maybe. Oh, shoot. Oh! Shoot. I think this is barely confirmable with practice. I think what is more likely is they saw the Hugo in the medium punch animation and then they let it rip after that. Like that, you know it's going to hit when they're doing that medium punch.
That gig is going
I think that's more likely.
And
Yeah, he's
Either way,
trying
it's
to
sick.
get
It's
the
a sick
speed.
confirm.
EX. Yep.
Yeah, the big Budo energy. EX donkey kick, able to take it.
What do you think the logic is for 3S not having a counter hit state?
Losers final.
Yeah, where he's gonna face Wax.
I don't know.
Yeah, this tournament's going quick.
Yeah.
Guess I don't need it. What would you do? Like
I mean,
more
that's what
hit
I like,
stun?
though. Third strike's fast paced.
If it had more hit stun, then you would do more link combos. Like, Ken could do like stand medium punch, down medium punch confirm, or stand medium punch, far medium punch confirm, something like that. And I don't know if there is normals that link into each other in this game. Yeah, there is there's a few. Like Remy stand medium punch and a down light kick, that links. But for the most part, you don't have a lot of links in this game. What are you testing? I forgot already. I forgot. So this is losers finals. Denjin Ryu, Bubbles, and then Wax on a player 1 side. Round start donkey kick.
And then keeps on pushing him forward there. Low forward.
Oh, he's not punishing the whiff Tatsu. I think Yun might hit the dash punch.
Oh, using that fierce punch, keep him going. Sends him back there, got that lunge punch.
Hey man, his character is so
Bubbles at half light
stupid.
there, trying to throw a distance, see if he can do some of that work.
Wow.
Back.
Kind of a YOLO down
Oh, he missed the
down
punch.
medium
Oh,
kick
that's
Tatsu.
That's enough. He's got the donkey kick anyway.
If Eek's uppercut could have done it there.
Back in the trailer. Shim, shimmy, y'all. Shimmy,
Sheesh.
yeah, shimmy,
That's the
one,
thing
one,
about Denjin
one.
Ryu. Some of the
Off that first
crazy
round, taking it.
decisions that you make
Man's getting
pay
close.
off
SH
big.
building up. Who's
Low
gonna
for
get
Tatsu,
into the grenade?
if he just happens to hit, you get so much meter.
Comes first. Grenade's active as well. What time
What
is it
that
gonna be?
was.
Is it going to be the unblockable or the custom combo pressure? Oh, command grab with the up kicks. Kicks him 3 times. 2 penalty kicks. A. More A.
11 frame
Good
confirm?
shot. Oh, I
Maybe
love that
12?
pass forward
I mean, I don't know. I wish there was a way to see what the confirms are in this game.
You know, it's looking good. I know Yun in black looks a little too emo in there to show any emotion, but like he's proud of his brother.
Nice
But I'll tell you,
throw.
that is one emo
Agent defense.
And here comes the tension.
Delayed it just a little bit. Got the back throw stun.
Take care of the job anyway.
That'll do it. That'll do it. This should be
Bubbles
first to
from
3.
behind gets the first
3 out of 5 set,
go
right?
where this is a
Losers
3 out of
finals.
5 set, and that's what we're playing for right
Yep.
there. Like losers finals. Bubbles versus Wax. Bubbles needs to get 2 more, and we're going to see Ryu in the grand finals of a major third strike tournament. Love to see it. If Wax can make that comeback, though, it's going to be Yun on Yun, just like every other third strike tournament around the country this weekend.
Dang. Donkey kick
Back
from there.
position against the block, parries the overhead, protecting the neck, but it's not enough.
Cross up dive kick.
Wax gets that command grab.
Oh, look at the movement. Look at this movement.
A man active here.
This is actually the Yun player moving really well.
That command-
They move just outside of throw range. So Bubbles is trying to probably catch with normals and then take the advantage of the recovery, dash in and try to throw them. But Yun just barely moved backwards enough so that the throw whiffed. If they did car throw, it actually would have worked, I think. If the Ryu did car throw.
A man active here. He chasing him. Good defense from Bubbles.
Oh,
he takes
barely
it.
missed the confirm off of the down light kicks. Canadian.
Oh, the side switch Tatsu, but Wax is like, nah, I haven't none of that. Go back Super Turbo with that.
Yeah.
Wax taking the initiative there with those parries.
Young player is slowing it
Straight
down
into it.
quite a bit.
Hits, half a stun.
Bad uppercut attempt. I think it was unnecessary, though.
That's pretty good extracurriculars there on the end of that Canadian, and he builds up half of his meter. So Canadian's on deck and happen soon before Bubbles gets 1 Denjin in there. That definitely plays into Wax's favor.
Again.
Wow. Extra corner K for that, too. That's probably going to do it. Sheesh. What a character.
Yun on Yun. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that's something I was talking about with Tommy Two-Step yesterday. Was like
Dude, does Bubbles have meaty setups? Looks like it. Daisuke is really good with Ryu meaty setups. Like having frame kills designed per matchup. Oh, that's probably a back throw.
Look at him go with that.
Oh,
Let's confirm. It's not the easiest thing to do. Short dash punch.
it's about to happen again.
Goes to the Canadian before he gets the Denjin.
Oh!
But he's like, I don't care whose turn it is.
Immediately.
Stun
No
and
delay.
stun. Bubble steals the round
Dang,
and
that
down.
was pretty
That's
sick.
Oh, so
Golly.
he gets the Denjin.
After the overhead.
Oh. But he's like, I don't care whose turn it is. Stun and done. Bubble steals the round again.
Denied.
Who game?
Man, I dare somebody to put a tier list in Bubbles' face.
Yeah.
Nice man grab. Ooh, maybe I'll get some barbecue today.
Shoulder, and
Maybe
then
I'll get
that
some
great
down the street
backside
barbecue.
Few extracurriculars
Some
there
mom and
with
pops.
Wax.
Barbecue. I want one of their hats, too.
Wax
I'm about to
is
come
on
back
Wax.
with a barbecue
He
hat.
gets that Denjin, man.
They told me it was $30 though. I'm like,
He's
psh,
on deck.
it ain't that good.
Send it.
Y'all ribs ain't that good for a $30 hat.
Okay. Yep. Round's over.
A universal overhead into a pair down forward. Fierces lunge punches his way into the round.
Launched immediately.
Ooh, this is good spacing.
Oh, yeah. That was a light punch fireball that whiffed.
Roundhouse
Ay, ay, ay.
Using that crouch
Bubbles.
fierce for pressure. Yeah, up to your, get all the luck in the Fortnite outfit too. I mean, why not? Pair of throws from Wax. keeps that pressure up with the palms. Really good with
There
that
we go.
low short confirm, and I love the corner carry off that as well.
Here he goes.
Good life lead here from Wax. Trying to maintain it before Bubbles can get the Denjin on deck.
Man, that's not enough. He had to release it early.
30% stun.
Likely wanted to cancel that down medium kick into Denjin,
One parry
and then the
wasn't
cancel
enough.
came out
He had to get that
at a
razor
different
blade.
timing than intended. Yeah, overheads are probably going to do it. Chip!
Yeah, he yields the overhead. But we've seen that earlier, Zop. We've seen Wax come off to a good start.
I'll check out the Akuma trailer after this match.
And then Bubbles just able to march it forward.
It's going to be a no reaction video.
Oh, good DP, good read.
Oh no, he thought he had the
No.
juggle. But yeah, let's talk about those other tools that Bubbles has. Because Bubbles, this guy's a very smart player. I mean, his DPs have been absolutely on point.
Man.
As well as confirming off that.
Wonder if that's outside of throw range sometimes, and then
Wax
throwing
trying to
gets you
even
in,
it up to
gets you
fight
punished.
A pop. He's got a bit of distance for Gouki.
There he goes. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, when you hit that target combo, I mean, like. Well,
Something interesting that might be happening here that you can't
Bubbles,
see.
This guy's a very smart player. I mean, his DPs have been absolutely on point, as well as confirming off that low fierce. Wax trying to even it up to 2 fights a pop. Wax
Trying to see if Bubbles is pressing any attacks.
even it up to 2 fights
That was a medium kick.
pop. He's got a bit of
The
distance
light
for
kick.
Gouki.
There he goes. No, he doesn't.
Ah, this is just
yeah, when you
normal.
hit that
This is
target
just
combo,
normal
I
Yun
mean,
winning.
Finals.
Yeah, you choose.
Everybody's wearing black all of a sudden.
Of course, it's the best color in the world. Never goes out of
Trying to
style.
see when he realizes that his buttons are not working
Oh,
on the arcade
yeah,
stick.
punish that. Wall
And it's
bound.
going to be one of the kick
Uses
attacks.
the Tatsu to get the corner carry.
Right?
It makes me curious if it was faulty and then it broke during a round.
Hey,
Hey, we're in
But
the
I don't see any
beginning
indication that it
stages.
was having problems. Maybe right there.
I love seeing both of
But
them
then it
work
comes out
in
again.
black too, man. It's like they're catering a wedding.
this all looks. I'm like, yeah. I don't know if we're going to a funeral or what's up. Everybody's wearing black. Hey,
Oh,
another
no, the
target
Canadian didn't
did
come
not
up with
Oh,
that target.
oh, gotta let it rip.
Oh, from the
He
right
had to.
place. He got it.
I
Bubbles
love.
is on match
I think
point.
Bubbles is a young player,
One
right?
round away, take out
But
one
his
of the
spacing is
Youngs.
great. His defense is great. He barely does like mashing uppercut, reversal
Wax
uppercut.
runs away, gets Canadian.
But he does do it.
Back up a little
He
bit.
doesn't ignore it either.
Hey,
Certainly got to send it sometimes.
Great
Sometimes.
extracurriculars in response from Wax. Wax desperately trying to build that meter back. He's at 40% here. Bubbles is like, come a little closer. Oh,
Yeah, something's wrong.
What is happening? Back on some Wax. Here. Bubbles is like, come a little closer.
Yeah, I wonder what button it is. I think it's either medium kick or light kick. He's pressing something.
Bubbles is like, come a little closer. Oh, what is happening?
That sucks.
Here. Desperately trying to build that meter back.
Because they recreate the round to this point, but there's probably more of an impact that happened prior to that.
Response from Wax. Wax desperately trying to build that meter back. He's at 40% here. Bubbles is like, come a little closer.
but
Oh, so they did something. Fix it up.
And
And then they recreate the round.
no, wow, that's crazy.
There may have been some stun to recreate too, but
Insane.
I mean, how much can you really do?
Hey, shout outs to everyone working here
Yep.
to recreate this experience. I mean,
That's a bummer.
it could have fallen a whole bunch of bricks like it's
Like
Jenga,
Spectrum
but we
Internet.
Put it together here.
Very
Wax
disappointing.
off to a good start in the restart. But hey, Bubbles can get it going with that reversal of that parry. Oh no!
EX shoulder.
that's
And
it.
what is
One
also
round
messed
left.
up about the situation
Wax,
for
20%
Bubbles
meter.
is it
Bubbles
can
with the
get
full
in your
edge
head.
loaded. Whoever takes it goes
When
to
you
the
when
grip.
you
Oh,
can't
39
trust the
seconds
device
to
in front of
go.
you may start second guessing yourself. And maybe something is your fault, but you think this cap is messed up.
Hey,
It's actually your fault.
hey.
I've been in this situation before in like a high stakes, well, you know, local high stakes scenario.
40% health.
I was playing my friend Cajun Strike,
Doing the fundamentals.
Shoulder launch.
Canadian's
who was
back.
also considered one of the best in NC
But
when
even with
when he
the
played.
activation- Oh no, parries.
Watch out for stun.
I felt one of the sides of the cabinet was not good. Look at that. It's probably supposed to be EX. Did he not have meter to do it?
He's punching back, but he's stuck.
He definitely had meter. See, he should have won here.
He was left behind. That hammer back in the corner.
Sucks. Because do you know, was it your fault or were the sticks messed up? Yeah, it sucks. But I've been in that situation before, and I remember saying to myself, find a way to win. Whether the sticks that I was playing on were, you know, faulty or not, it's up to me to win. So I just remember that moment very vividly, and I won. If this doesn't work, if I can't do a super for some reason, maybe the stick isn't, you know, perfectly accurate, whatever, well, then I got to do something else. If I complain about it, it's not going to help.
I'm sure with the way this game is hand painted too, Bob Ross.
Yeah, but that's it. Okay, let's check out this Akuma trailer. I think he missed EX donkey kick since pressed only roundhouse. So let's say the medium kick is faulty. Let's just pretend that that's the case. That medium kick is working some of the time, even after they fixed it. He could have hit roundhouse and medium kick together, and then the medium kick didn't happen. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah. Okay, let's see what this Akuma trailer is all about. I'm going to do a no reaction. I'm going to try my best to just not be impressed. Because pretty hard for me after seeing fighting games for 20 years to see something and be like, wow, that's really cool. I have to like think about it and then process it later. Be like, you know what? I'm on board. That's cool. So we'll see. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. I haven't seen it yet. Let's give it a shot. Turn my speakers up a little bit. I'm gonna let it play through for the first time and then I'll look over the moves.
Where will this path of strife take
Strife. Eyeball. Trembling in fear. Okay, we got some speed. Drive rushing in neutral. I like that. Supposed to be doing a no reaction. Already messed it up. Enma? Who that?
Ready yourself. Witness the abyss before you.
No, my eyebrows went up a little bit. My eyebrows went up a little bit. I'm gonna have to rewind that. What? Oh, of course. Okay. It's kind of cool. I'm trying not to react. That one got me a little bit. Just juggle. Gonna juggle off of it. Wait, what? What was that? That can't be a level 3. Unless he got 4 meters. That's pretty cool. Oh! Pick him up off the ground. I like the punch to the face after you stomp on him. Pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad. It looks good. Looks good. Oh, the demon! Oh. Oh. Oh, we finally get a look behind the curtain to see what he's doing back there. This whole time he could have been doing tickle torches during the screen freeze. gotta slow this down. Oh, that means... No, this doesn't actually show that it's invincible. The heavy punch didn't come out soon enough. Let's see what we got here. He turns into many Akumas / Goukis. Little gut punch. Little gut puncher. Ow! Little mini uppercut. Chop, chop, chop. Knee to the face. Dude, Akuma is mean. Very rude. God dang! Sick. Pretty cool. He looks good. He looks good. They did a good job. He almost looks tanky to me, but it's hard for me to anticipate he's going to be a character that's kind of slow. I doubt that. I doubt that. Hey, Dak listed with the Prime. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the world's strongest laboratory. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Yep. He looks great. They did a good job. Oh, wow. I'm glad I watched that in 720p for the YouTube video. Son of a gun. I should have been recording anyways. Let me do a re-reaction. Okay, let's take a look at some of the activity of what this character is doing. So medium kick looks similar to Ryu's medium kick, where you use it as a poke in neutral just to attack their drive gauge, though the distance on this looks like it's even more than Ryu's. Typically, these kinds of pokey moves with like a neutral medium kick, they don't have a hitbox on the lower part of their body, so it's also good against... Let me see if I can still do this. It's also good against low attacks to counter hit. What Ryu can do if this punish counters is go into his Hadoken super, it's a Shinku Hado. So maybe Akuma can link off of this when it punish counters. Maybe. Let's see what else he has. That might just be regular heavy punch. Could be a forward heavy punch. This looks like a move that if it punish counters, you can link off of it. Maybe it's special cancelable. Who knows? Oh no, that better not be special. Dude, if you can special cancel that and then drive rush off of it, you can skip neutral from far away. There's no way that's special cancelable. There's no way. So this is that is a heavy kick. No, that's medium kick and third strike. His close medium kick. But we just saw he had a poke, which is usually a medium kick. So this might be heavy kick. Maybe there's a command normal somewhere in there. But either way, there's a target combo involved. So depending on if this is cancelable or not, or hit confirmable or not, you might see some things there. I'm not sure what it's for yet. This is his target combo from third strike, which I believe was not in Street Fighter 5 and 6, right? Medium into heavy, probably special cancelable. Bag heavy punch. I bet a lot of people groaned when they saw this from Street Fighter 5 PTSD. Oh, it looks like Kim Kapwan. Anti-air demon flip, of course. I like how they even showcase you try to anti-air him with the demon flip delays his jump attack. See, that's a different attack than the other heavy punch. And we might be able to get an idea of how fast it is. And of course, these things might change when the game is, well, when he's released, which I don't know when that is. I'm gonna go backwards. After this. Nope. Right here. Let's see if we can get an idea of the startup of whatever this is. Unfortunately, it looks like they've already either started the startup of the move, or this is the first frame. It's hard to know, but we can get a general idea of how fast this is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 frames. It could be 15 or 16. 14 frames is technically, well, actually, you could react to this with perfect parry. If you're like on lightning fire, you can react to this. It's humanly possible. Very unlikely, but it is possible. So what that means is this move may get counter hit a lot, but the distance that it covers is pretty big. Maybe he can cancel it into drive rush. That would be lots of fun for nobody. I can all but guarantee you it's a hit confirm. This looks like a move you hit confirm from a distance, which is crazy. Then a lot is right. They don't really show it oftentimes in these trailers, but if that is a hit confirm, the next thing to analyze is what is this knockdown, or what is the second hit offer. If this has a great knockdown, this move is a staple in his neutral. But I think it's unlikely that it will. But 14 frames is crazy slow for Street Fighter? No. 14 frames is incredibly fast for Street Fighter. Overheads in this game, aren't they about 21 frames? They tend to be about 21 frames. And 21 frames is kind of slow. Very reactable, but people get hit by overheads because they don't react. A lot of times it happens. Air fireball, and that's probably the charge fireball right here. But they're doing it off of the hit stun from the fireball. It was like a screen freeze there. That's probably a video editing effect. Is that a video editing effect? Did they add a pause here, or does he naturally have a screen freeze during his fireball? That would be weird. Let me look at Ryu. I don't think I'm making this up right. Either it's a screen shake or a screen freeze. I'm looking closely at Ryu, who's on. No, there's a screen shake / freeze. I'm kind of in the way. Why would it? What? I've never seen something like that before. Either this is video editing or that's such a weird property. What that does mean is if for some reason you recover in time during the fireball, it gives you more awareness of what's happening in the situation. Screen freeze aids your reactionary time for both players, really. It's a weird thing. Oh, that hell no! It's special cancelable. I hope this is a case where hitboxes don't match the animation. I hope this is stubby, because you know this mother fudge cake is gonna be heavy punching, drive rushing in your face all day now. You know he's gonna have low for a drive rush already. He's gonna have heavy punch and do something even slower and more advantageous and bigger combo if it hits. Get me out of here. I don't like this. You look cool, but I don't like you. Yep, there's the down medium kick. Down medium kick looks whack. Look at the range on down medium kick. That looks stubby. So, I don't know if that justifies the heavy punch he might have. Yuck. What is this move? This looks pretty cool. This reminds me of Oni in Street Fighter 4. I don't know what move he had that had a sway property like this, but this actually looks pretty cool. This is probably a special move. What is this? Maybe it's his new move. Going back a little bit. I would imagine a move like this is unsafe on block. Let me just go in slow motion. Oh no, people are gonna shimmy with this. Maybe that's just back heavy punch. Watch that be like back heavy punch. That's really cool looking. I think that's a special move. He's gonna side switch. Yep. Empty demon flip throw. Oh, demon flip, man. Oh, cool. Was that off of the demon flip? I love this move. I think that's a move out of demon flip now. I like that. I like that change. No. Oh, that's pretty cool. Where was it? Demon flip move, anti-air, whatever kick that is, probably like a back heavy kick. EX fireball, rejuggles, the hits are split up. Oh no! That also means that move is going to be good at sniping neutral jumps. So Honda players deserve it. People are going to drive rush into that button as an anti-air. Wow. Well, there she is. Oh, even. The real question is how much block stun the thing has. Yep. Oh, boy. Wait a minute. Was that the medium kick from before? Don't fucking. Okay, that's okay. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Good. I thought that was the medium kick poke getting canceled. Like, sheesh. I'm gonna get canceled if I saw that. So this is a special move. This is a special move. It's being canceled. Unless there's something else weird that they threw in there. Whatever this move is, it is a special move. And it wall splats. Oh, he's canceling moves into itself. Oh, do they make it so that his EX moves go into each other? Or am I just making stuff up? Let me see. EX Fireball? I'm making stuff up. None of that happened. I just thought he would have the V-Trigger 2 property. In Street Fighter V, when you activated V-Trigger 2, he could do one move into another. I was so sure they would do that. But right here, kinda. What is this? Maybe it's a hit grab. Could this be a command grab for Akuma? Like, to just have a regular, basically a raging demon? Who was the last character that came out? Like Ed, if you see Ed do something cool in a trailer, you kind of expect when you put it out in the field that it doesn't work the way you expect it. Same with like Aki. They showed Aki beating up on JP, so the assumption was like, oh, Aki is a counter pick to JP. No, not how it worked out at all. But this might actually be a command grab off of his teleport. And maybe the teleport is not like a run where you have options off of it. And maybe the command grab is the only thing you can do. But that'd be kind of jacked up if you could teleport or command grab. Maybe. It all depends on the speed of things and how it works out, the cancel window. I don't know how to put this together. You have to really put it down in training mode. If this is a teleport, it just depends on if it's like a run with options or if it's a commitment. If it's just teleport command grab, it's probably not going to be that bad. It's probably going to be reactionary or reactable. But this is pretty cool. I like that. Did I jump cancel? No, it's probably demon flip into EX Tatsu. Toots! That looks sick. Ay, ay, ay. So this is showing that EX demon flip tracks the opponent. And then this is showing the opponent try to jump away. I don't think they've shown him have a command grab option off of the demon flip. So maybe I missed it, or maybe this is showing that they have a reason to jump. And then if you hit them while they're in the air, you can cancel the medium punch into fireball. And I knew this was going to combo. This is a third strike combo. It doesn't happen very frequently, but his fireballs can juggle into themselves. Wait. That can't be his level 3, can it? That's got to be level 2. It just has an animation, but that doesn't happen very often. He's using a level 1, right? This is level 2? It's pretty cool. Got some level 2 privileges. Just an uppercut for the juggle, though. Probably more you can do off of that. He looks really good. Oh, remember Street Fighter 4 Infinites? This is the same heavy kick. Has it been stated with it whether he's going to have low health or not? He just seems to have more than most Shotos. Well, just for you and Ken here, but he has a really vast moveset. I just expect he's going to have low health. That one's pretty cool. It's critical art. Teleport is not safe anymore, I think. Typically it's not actually safe. It has recovery towards the end of it. It just has invincibility and most people miss the punish. Anticipate he's going to have low damage output? Could be. That is a roundabout way to solve everybody having the same health. I can see that. Low damage output. But low damage output, man, it's a whole other discussion about health and how much damage you do. Because if you have a lot of health, let's just do the extreme. If you have a lot of health, your Zangief or Honda or whatever, and then you play against a character who does very low damage. But let's say you got to deal with drive rush and drive rush low forward. It may not kill you earlier, but it's still the same process. And whether you enjoy that or not is up to you. But in my opinion, it's the way you get the hits that are fun. The way you achieve hitting your opponent. And then the amount of damage that's done or not done is a method of balancing how difficult it was to actually achieve those hits. And as of right now, we'll see with the balance changes. I've heard there's balance changes coming. As of right now, the way you get hits in Street Fighter 6 is not that interesting, at least to me. So what you could do is make those hits do less damage, and it would have an impact on how the drive gauge plays out and your decisions when you're using supers and all that. But overall, it still feels kind of, this is what you do. Low for drive rush and neutral. Play footsie sometimes. They said major battle system overhaul. That's good. That's really good. That's great. What's this? Akuma rages into Street Fighter 6, May 22nd. That's a decent ways off. He will challenge foes worthy enough to face him in Fighting Ground, World Tour, and Battle Hub. That's cool. I like that. It's kind of disappointing that you can't play him immediately because, that's just how it is. You want everything immediately. But I like him. I like the slow drip idea. People are going to pull frame data from that, and it's going to be wrong when he gets released. What I hope is that he is broken. Remember Robo Chun-Li? Or not Robo Chun-Li. Something Shadow Lady. When they released in Street Fighter 5 like a challenge to beat Chun-Li. I hope it's the same thing. It better be the same thing. I would love for that. That's amazing. It's so much fun when you have an overpowered AI opponent. I hope they do that. That'd be sick. Legend tells of a man who was so consumed, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care about lore. That's a lot of words. But I like this. I'm glad this is out there. Oh, it tells you about his moves. Akuma now has a more striking presence, complete with gray hair. We also used Buddha statues and animals as references for his musculature in an attempt to give the character a more memorable aesthetic. Okay. I'm looking for details on moves. He has unlocked new abilities. His fast walk speed and long-reaching normals allow him to control space and the flow of the fight. So he's got a good walk speed, but from what I've seen, his whiff punish with down medium kick is probably not going to be that good. It doesn't have a lot of range, but his heavy punch, that's probably going to be where it's at. So it'll probably be between heavy punch and down heavy kick that you play neutral with. And the air fireball, that's going to play a big, massive role in his neutral. If it's good, you're going to have to find answers for that. And what I can see happening is people drive rushing under Akuma when he jumps. And if they commit to the air fireball, they get punished for it. I can see that being a thing, possibly. Go Hadouken is back. Air fireball. Could cover Akuma's aggressive approach. Well, there you go. This is implying to me that if you do the fireball in the air correctly, he'll have advantage on the ground. So it means if you have an uppercut, hopefully you can get through it. Sagat could in Street Fighter 5. You can uppercut him. But in this game, we'll have to see how it plays out. Hopefully, you don't have to use meter to stop him from throwing a fireball in the air. Because that would be even worse than Drive Rush. That would be worse than Drive Rush and neutral. At least they spend 1 bar if they do a Drive Rush. But if Akuma could just do air fireball and skip neutral that way, that would be terrible. So there's got to be some good answers for it. Got the Tatsus. Oh, look at this. Akuma uses Ashura Senku to glide on the battlefield cloaked in shadows. Beware of using this ability since it can be stopped midway by an opponent's attacks. So what could happen with this move is that it's invincible initially, and then earlier in the animation that you might expect, it's vulnerable, but then he has a command grab. So the process might be some invincibility, and then no invincibility, and then command grab. But maybe we can read more and find out about it. Akuma has honed this move's vulnerabilities. That's not what you want to hone. and can now use Oboro throw during the approach to surprise opponents. I don't think the first thing that comes to mind when I see this is teleporting through fireballs and then throwing your opponent. I don't think he's gonna have that. I don't think that's how that's gonna work, but it could. Maybe. This is hard to lab in theory, in my opinion. You have to know exactly when all these happen. But what I expect is that if he teleports, you should be able to react to the command grab. I just don't think it's gonna be. They can't make it unfair. They can't just make it so you do a normal into a command throw and he just has that mix up. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. So there's a lot of question marks. And again, what I expect is this move is not going to be as good as what people think. You're going to have to use it in very specific ways. But who knows? Maybe you can teleport through fireballs and just grab them. And then it has Oki and corner carry and then all these options. I don't know anymore. But it's, judging from this, all he can do is command grab. So you're not going to have to worry about attacks. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. I think it's a cool aesthetic, though, to have just a regular raging demon. Like just a bread and butter version of it. So, yep, a lot of questions. Adamant Flame is one of Akuma's new moves where he performs a forward thrust engulfed in flames. This is Chesto, right? This looks just like Makoto doing Hayate. I like it. This move is useful in combos and for exploiting vulnerable opponents due to its long reach. The OD version will wall splat opponents, opening more opportunity, blah, blah, blah. Demon Raid? So this is Red Fireball? No? No, this is Demon Flip. Why does it have this animation? The OD version unlocks 2 more follow-ups, an Air Fireball and an Air Tatsu. Level 1 Fireball. Level 2, which is like the new move variation. Level 3 is a punch to the face. This looks sick. Not gonna lie. Is this breakdown going to be a YouTube video? Yeah. I should have hit record. Darn it. I've been pulling from Twitch archives, but if I just live record it, I get much better quality. And Spectrum has been fucking up, so I could get like an internet outage, and then that just fucks up the whole video. Okay. I say good job. Overall, good job. I don't think this is a good enough to... I don't think the trailer, the write-up, is a good enough job to make up for the lack of anything in the past however long. I haven't played Street Fighter 6 in like 2 months. So it's just nothing happening. It's just same thing, man. Not even sure if they had avatar battles. But this is a good start. If the balance changes are good and awesome and they feel great to play, I'm back in there. I'll definitely play it a lot more alongside Third Strike. I'm also looking forward to 2XKO. I've made a 180 on that game. It looks really good. It looks really good. At least when I think about it and what its potential, what the potential of that game is, I think we got a winner. I would not be surprised if 2XKO outshines Street Fighter 6 in every way. Maybe single player content. I'm not so sure if it's going to offer that. I have no clue. But at the end of the day, the fighting game is playing people and beating people up, your friends. But you know, it's good to have that single player content as well. Anyways, I think that's a lunch break. 2.5 hours. I think I might come back later. I'm gonna stop for lunch, and then maybe finish the rest of what I have, which is the Evil Top 6 Street Fighter 6 top 6. Because I'm hungry. That sounds good. I'll come back later. Yeah, I'll give this whole Akuma thing, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Nice little 8 out of 10. If it came out sooner, it'd be 10 out of 10, but it's been taking too damn long. No way 2XKO can outshine Street Fighter 6. Do you remember what happened with Multiverse being a free-to-play game? Was Multiverse successful? No, I don't think so. At the end of the day, I don't think it was a success. Which, by the way, it's not actually released completely yet. It was just a beta. But when you look at the free-to-play model and how many people played it, the numbers were insane. But just imagine if they held on to that momentum. That game would probably not have left beta. They probably wouldn't have. They probably wouldn't have took it off whatever platform it was available to play. So what makes me think 2XKO would be really successful is not only the free-to-play model, but the 2v2 aspect and what you can do with that 2v2 aspect. Dude, just think about Maximilian being in a 2v2, his teammate is Pokimane. It's Maximilian and Pokimane, and they're playing against Kai Cenat and some League of Legends pro. That's 4 incredibly massive streams at once. Imagine? Can you imagine that? I can. The only problem I see with 2XKO is the dastardly name. Yep. Name is kind of weird. 2XKO. Maybe Zoomers like it. I don't know. And here's the thing about 2XKO. At the end of the day, if your fighting game is not fun, then nobody cares. People are going to stop playing it once they have a reason to not play it. They move on to the next thing. Just like Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. And Cross Tekken. And to an extent, Marvel 3. It's like, all right, what's next? Let's go over here. Third Strike is probably one of the few fighting games. Well, there's a couple of them out there. There's actually quite a few. But what I'm trying to say is the staying power of the fighting game is also important. And to have staying power, you gotta have a lot of fun. And what I think is gonna be fun about 2XKO is the gameplay of it doesn't look exactly too groundbreaking. It's not like there's a whole lot of new ideas going on. It looks like a cross between Marvel and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and maybe a few touches of cool things here and there, like the what's it called, like the back recovery. There's like a weird backdash you can do. There's parry, push block, cost meter. But what I think is the most interesting mechanic of 2XKO is the assist. Considering when you are playing as a team, your teammate who is not actively playing actually is playing, because the assist feature is a choice. You come out as the assist and you choose which attack to use. So that creates for so much dynamic variation and creativity and communication and teamwork. Because you might designate your teammate to, like, all right, I need you to do the anti-air assist whenever they jump. That's what we're gonna do. You do anti-air when they jump at me. Okay. And let's say they miss the anti-air. Or they think, oh, actually, I should do the other assist because this will help them out of neutral. And then you're on cooldown. And then the other person jumps at you. I think it can make some for so many layers of, like, 4 people are playing a mind game, you know? At once. All the time. I mean, you definitely see that in other, like, top-down games like Dota and League of Legends, where you got team battles, of course. But it's not happening the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are locked in as a team. And it solves a lot of problems that fighting games kind of have, where you typically are just playing it by yourself, which is also going to be cool, I think. The regular 1v1 aspect should be pretty cool. Or think about the 1v2 aspect. That could also make for exciting things. Melee teams are sick. You know, as much as I want to not dismiss whatever Melee has, I don't know enough about Melee, to be honest. But what was I going to say? Yeah. That's a connection for Melee players to get into 2xKO also. If you're a Melee player who loves teams, but there's not really any other fighting game that offers that, you got this one. Most of the people playing it because it's 1 versus 1. I hate team-based games. You mean like 2xKO? I like that it's both. You can play by yourself against 2 other people. That is tight. You can whoop 2 people's asses at once. I only got to do that in Cross Tekken a few times. But when that's like the normal or standard or it happens more frequently, dude, that's going to be awesome. Oh, man. Do you know how much shit Punk is going to talk when he plays 2xKO by himself? Man, Punk is funny. Love him or hate him, sometimes it's pretty funny. Respectfully, Third Strike is trash. Fuck you, but that's pretty funny. Yeah, it's a team game. Interactive team game. It'll be good. I'm gonna get some lunch. I'm gonna get some barbecue. And then I'll come back later tonight and do the rest of the stuff, I think. I'm really behind on uploading, on completing YouTube videos, but I've made like 6 yesterday. And then I worked on more. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back later, probably. If not, you can bet your sweet bippy I'm editing like a crazy person. I'm starting to enjoy it a lot. Okay, later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. That's the wrong. This is my mouse hand. I clicked on the wrong one. I don't even know why I click on this. It doesn't work anymore. Hey, Dak listed with the Prime. Appreciate you. Thanks for all the follows on Twitch. Thanks for liking the video on YouTube. The live stream and on Kick. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for looking at Twitter.